Well, let me tell you something, Mean Gene. This is Gridiron Ring live right here on YouTube. NFL Wildcard Round playoffs. Indianapolis Colts, Houston Texans coming up very, very shortly, about 15, 20 minutes away from kickoff down in the Lone Star State in Houston at NRG Stadium. Colts, Texans right now coming up, and then later on, Seahawks and Cowboys also down in Texas, up north in Dallas. So I'm going to pick the Texans to win this game and then the Seahawks to win the game later on tonight. But as I said, rest in peace, Mean Gene Okerlund. Passed away this past week at the age of 76, a long-time backstage interviewer, commentator with the World Wrestling Federation, the World Wrestling Entertainment, WWF, WWE, and then World Championship Wrestling in WCW. Also, some breaking news this past week as well with wrestling. Cody Rhodes, the Young Bucks, they are creating a new promotion, AEW. I'll talk more about that later on. I'll pull the chat up here in a second, so bear with me on that. Chat, questions, and comments, greatly appreciated. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button right here on this live stream, right here on YouTube. Also, be sure to share on social media. Like, follow, and subscribe to Gridiron Ring and myself, Cool Hand Luke 96 on social media. All the links are in the description below. So as I said, rest in peace, Mean Gene Okerlund. That's why I did that little stunt there at the beginning. And all the streams this weekend dedicated to you. So rest in peace, Mean Gene, a great commentator, backstage interviewer with the world of professional wrestling. You will be missed. So as I said, I wonder why the thumbnail did not work. Oh well. Anyways, Colts Texans, as I said, coming up here very, very shortly. Game is on ESPN and on ABC, and then the game later on tonight with the Seahawks and Cowboys is on Fox. I'll be on for this game coming up, and then the game later tonight as well, and then two games in the NFL playoffs again tomorrow as well. Chargers go to Baltimore to play the Ravens at 1 o'clock on CBS, and then at 4:30 tomorrow, the Eagles will travel to Chicago to play the Chicago Bears at Soldier Field. So I'm taking the Texans today. I was actually going back and forth, was going to pick the Colts to win. Blue and white connection there. Duke plays later on tonight as well at home versus Clemson, hence why I'm wearing the Duke hat right now, and I'll be wearing that later on tonight as well. Penn State's also blue and white, and the Colts, if you haven't noticed as well, are blue and white too. So, like I said, I was going back and forth between picking both teams, but the home team in this series this year, with both teams being in the AFC South, both being rivals versus each other, the home team has not won one of the two games so far this year. And the Texans are playing on Saturday in the NFL wildcard round once again to kick off the 2019 NFL playoffs this year. A couple years ago, they hosted the Chiefs. They hosted the Bengals before as well in the past. But Andrew Luck coming back home to Houston. He grew up in Houston, and he's leading the Colts down to NRG Stadium for the second time in the past month. As I said, the away team, the Texans, won late September, 37-34 in overtime. And then the Colts won on the road about a month ago, as I said, 24-21. So both away teams have won by 3 points this year. And I think this game as well, the opening game of the 2019 NFL playoffs, will be a very, very close game as well. Hopefully very exciting, comes down to the wire. We'll see what happens, but both these quarterbacks have had great comeback years. Both were out last year. Luck all season long. Watson went down. Deshaun Watson, that is, went down with a torn ACL about halfway through the year, and really hurt his rookie season and really hurt the Texans season last year as well, because the Texans were in a prime position to win the AFC South once again last year. But with him going out with that injury, their season went down the drain, but they came back, won the AFC South this year. Both quarterbacks actually up for comeback player of the year, along with some other players around the league as well, as all the awards will be awarded the night before Super Bowl 53, February the 2nd, Groundhog Day 2019. A little less than a month away now. as Super Bowl 53 is on Sunday, February 3rd, 2019, down at Atlanta, Georgia, at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of Atlanta Falcons. So the playoffs will begin here. We'll get the, we got 12 teams now, the 12 best teams that are remaining, 6 from the AFC, 6 from the NFC, and then hopefully we'll get the 2 best teams playing each other in that Super Bowl come early February. The Pro Bowl also the week before that. It's talking about Deshaun Watson and Clemson there. They actually play this upcoming Monday in the national championship game once again versus Alabama. I'll be live right here on YouTube doing live reactions, play-by-play of that as well. They're just showing the Come On Man segments from all season long from this 2018-19 NFL season. But I'm obviously live right now on YouTube doing some live reactions, play-by-play of Colts and Texans. That'll be starting here very soon. Like I said, later on tonight, Seahawks, Cowboys. Tomorrow, Chargers, Ravens, along with Eagles and Bears. And then Monday night, I will be live right here on YouTube doing live reactions, play-by-play of the Alabama-Clemson rematch, the 4th consecutive year that they're meeting in the playoff, 3rd in the past 4 years they're meeting in the national championship game. So it should be another good game there. Be sure to go check out my NFL wildcard round predictions right here on YouTube, right here on the channel. Be sure to subscribe. And then also showing some CFL highlights that would not be allowed in the NFL. Player scores a touchdown and goes in the crowd and crushes a cold one. But anyways, my NFL wildcard round predictions right here on the Gridiron Ring YouTube channel, along with my college football playoff national championship game preview with a bowl recap, all the bowl games that took place this season. So go check those out. I'm actually picking Clemson to defeat Alabama, if you guys are wondering. But go listen to those. They're right here on the channel. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, like, follow, and subscribe. Especially subscribe, because I'll be on here live again later on. So be sure to share on social media as well with friends and family. And like I said, I got the chat and I got the chat box opened up now. I'll read these chat questions and comments. If you guys have any of those, just be sure to drop those in the chat. Like I said, just be sure to share on social media as well. So thanks for joining, guys. Like I said, I'm Cole Luke 96. Colts and Texans coming up very, very shortly in down in Houston in the first game of the 2019 NFL wildcard round playoffs. Next week, the divisional round. The following week, conference championship, Pro Bowl, Super Bowl. So the Chiefs and Patriots actually off this week. And then the Saints and Rams are as well. So the Chiefs, whoever wins the 2 AFC games this week, the Chiefs will play the lowest remaining seed, and the Patriots will play the highest remaining seed. I talked about that in my preview video for the wildcard round this weekend, so go check that out. If you guys have any other questions or comments about that, let me know. Same thing on the NFC side. If the Saints, well, whoever wins this weekend in the NFC, the Saints will play the lowest remaining seed, being the number 1 overall seed, and then the Rams will play the highest remaining seed next week at home, as well, as both teams have byes this week and will have home playoff games next weekend. So we'll have 2 games here today, 2 games tomorrow, 2 games next Saturday as well, 2 games the following Sunday, next Sunday, and then they'll take that Saturday off, the whatever day it is. Hell, I got the calendar behind me now. The big dog, the true big dog. Well, actually, not the true big dog. My big dog is the true big dog. That's actually just Roman Reigns. But anyways, and hopefully sooner than later he'll be getting the page turned on him, because obviously that's a calendar. So once February rolls around, that'll be being changed. I actually don't know who's on the calendar for the month of February or March or the rest of the year for that matter. But as I was saying, 2 games today, 2 games tomorrow, 2 next Saturday, 2 next Sunday. They'll take next Saturday, the following Saturday off, 2 weeks from today. They won't play any NFL. There'll be some college all-star games going on as well. And then the next day will be the AFC and NFC championship games. Pro Bowl the following Sunday. That's also the day of the Royal Rumble this year out in Phoenix at Chase Field, home of the Arizona Diamondbacks. A lot of rumors right now about Kenny Omega signing with the WWE. We'll have to find out and see about that. Shout out to Kenny and the Young Bucks and Cody back there. Great what you guys are doing with All Elite Wrestling, AEW. Like I said, I'll get more into that later on through the live stream broadcast here today. But you have NXT TakeOver War Games, or not NXT TakeOver War Games. That was 2 months ago in November the night before Survivor Series. NXT TakeOver Phoenix the night before the Royal Rumble this year. Then we'll have the Royal Rumble, 3 weeks from tomorrow. And then the Pro Bowl is earlier that day at 3 p.m. So I'll be planning on it live right here on YouTube, doing live reactions play of those events as well. And then the Super Bowl the following weekend. So, and then after that, the weekend after that, the Alliance of American Football League kicks off. So it'll be a fun next month or so, as there's a lot of rumors circulating right now in football and wrestling and the sports world in general. College basketball in full swing. As I said, I'm wearing my Duke hat. Duke plays tonight against Clemson, so go Blue Devils. Hopefully they can pick up a big win versus the Tigers. I think Clemson would afford I think they would like to lose tonight if they were able to win the national title game in football on Monday, if that makes any sense. So like I said, I'll get to the chat questions and comments here in a second. The Texans actually started out 0-3 this year, and then they went on a 9-game winning streak, lost a couple, still won the NFC South, made the playoffs, so that's all that matters. But then the Colts, on the other hand, they're the third team ever in NFL history after starting 1-5 to make the playoffs. They finished 10-6, so they won 9 of their last 10 games. So very, very impressive for them to do that. As I said, Andrew Luck coming back from an injury, did not play at all last year. So he's up for comeback player of the year, along with Deshaun Watson, who blew his knee out in Seattle last year. The Seahawks play later tonight against Dallas. These games this weekend as well, there's actually three of the 4 games minus the Eagles-Bears game. So the 2 games today and the early game tomorrow between the Chargers and Ravens, they're all rematches from earlier this year. So these teams have played each other, some twice. Colts and Texans here being in the AFC South, being division rivals, play home and home every single year. Both teams split. So the game will be starting here very, very soon. And looks like Andrew Luck and the Colts and Deshaun Watson and the Texans, led by head coach Frank Reich and Bill O'Brien, respectively, will be entering the field here down in Houston at NRG Stadium. So the Wild Card Kickoff Show, sponsored by GMC there, live from Houston, Texas. Joe Tessitore, Jason Witten, former Cowboy, and then Booger McFarland also in the booth. They did away with the Booger Mobile, so thank God about that. Yeah, you guys got questions or comments? Chat questions or comments, drop those in chat. I see those popping through. I'm getting to them here in a second, so let's see what's happening. First one. Sup, how you doing? I'm doing great. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Hopefully you still are. If you are, hit that thumbs up button. Also, be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. What team do I support? Well, college football, I like Penn State. The NFL, I like the Pittsburgh Steelers. They did not make the playoffs. Penn State lost their bowl game, so somewhat of a bad week after Christmas there, entering the new year for me. But oh well, you move on. Life goes on. I like the Pittsburgh Pirates, the Pittsburgh Penguins, and the MLB and the NHL. And then I like the Celtics, Boston Celtics in the NBA. Basically anything behind me, like Jimmy Johnson and NASCAR as well. Basically anything behind me, I root for, have respect for, favorite team-wise, whatever. I collect those pot figures back there. Hopefully you guys do too as well. Actually just got some yesterday, and there's some more on the way as well. So I'll be introducing some new ones. I rotate them in and out every once in a while. Actually got some new things on the wall behind me. And if you guys just want to take a screenshot, like, follow, and subscribe, it'll be 10 times easier. I have respect for a lot of different teams. I like a lot of different teams, but yeah, my favorites: Penn State, the Steelers, the Pirates, the Penguins, the Celtics, and then, as I said, Jimmy Johnson in NASCAR. And I like a lot of professional wrestlers as well. Not being gay by that matter, but liking professional wrestling and MMA. I have a lot of different wrestlers that I root for, that I like. So hopefully that answers your question there. Next year, I think the Browns are going to be good next year because of Baker Mayfield. Well, they're on the verge of making the playoffs this year, and they just came up short. Obviously, they tied Pittsburgh week 1, lost some games they shouldn't have. They fired Hugh Jackson. His name's actually popping up for the Vikings offense coordinator job, surprisingly. Don't know why, but it is. Anyways, we'll see what happens with that. Coaching carousel in full swing with the NFL at the moment. teams trying to interviewing some assistants, head coaches, whatever the case may be. That's all going on at the moment. Are you guys having any problems on your end? Any technical difficulties? Knock on wood. I've had some in the past here, but I just want to make sure you guys can hear me loud and clear. If you are, hit that thumbs up button, or if you can, hit that thumbs up button. If I'm moving around, video quality is all good. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Also subscribe. Just want to make sure everything's clear on your end so you guys can hear me loud and clear once this ball game begins here between the Colts and Texans. But they fired the Browns. They fired Hugh Jackson. Brought in Greg Williams. Well, he was already there as a defense coordinator. Just promoted him to interim head coach. And then they won, 5 of their next 6 games. And like I said, we're right there on the edge of making the playoffs. And did not, but future looks very, very bright for the Cleveland Browns. So hopefully they can get out of their whatever the hell you want to call it they're in right now, that they've been in for the past 20 years since they moved back to Cleveland. Hard to believe 1999 was 20 years ago now, as the new year was this past week. So hopefully everybody had a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year within the past 2 weeks. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Also subscribe to Gridiron Ring right here on YouTube. Like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links are in the description below. Pick for Colts and Texans. Like I said, I was going back and forth. I don't know when you tuned in and started watching. I was going back and forth trying to pick a winner for this game. I've been on the Colts bandwagon all season long. When they were 0-5, they looked better, in my opinion, than what their record was. They had a couple close games, and then the Texans' 9-game winning streak actually started when they went to Indy and defeated the Colts when they were 0-3. So they were 9-3. Like I said, they lost a couple games, still made the playoffs. Both teams made the playoffs. That's all that matters now. But the away team, as I said there, they both won this year. Texans won in Indy late September. Indy won in Houston about a month ago. Both teams won by 3 points. So it should be a close game once again here today, I think. I mean, the Colts in the playoffs, though, they have been known to get down very, very early and then storm back late. So we'll have to see if that happens once again. They are talking about Andrew Luck leading the Colts from a 28-point deficit versus the Chiefs at home a couple years ago in the wild card round. They came back and won that game. Frank Reich, actually the head coach of the Colts, first year in Indy, former offensive coordinator in Philadelphia, former backup quarterback up in Buffalo with the Bills behind Jim Kelly back in the day when they went to their 4 Super Bowls. Never won one, but they still went to 4 Super Bowls. You got to give credit where credit is due. He led the Bills to a 32-point come-from-behind win over the Houston Oilers, who are now the Texans. Well, they became the Tennessee Titans, and then the Texans came into the league in 2002 with Bob McNair as their owner. He actually just passed away about 2 months ago now. I think it was right after Thanksgiving. But anyways, Frank Reich, he's a damn good coach. He knows what the hell he's doing. But a lot of history with come-from-behind wins. I could see one of those happening sometime this weekend. I think all these games this weekend, the 2 today and 2 tomorrow in the wildcard round, they're going to be close. We'll see what happens. Obviously, you got to let the games play out. It's not decided on paper. It's decided on the field, deciding on the playing surface, whatever sport it is, in between the lines. So, that's why they play the games. Like I said, it's not decided on paper. Everybody thinks it is, but it's not. I'm picking the Texans. I think the home team will finally win versus the visitor here this afternoon. So we'll see what happens. It should be a very, very good game, though, I think. Lisa Salters with a report here, former Penn State grad. So shout out to her. Always does a fine job with ESPN. And this is a Monday Night Football edition of the wildcard playoff game here, as ESPN is on the call for this game. It's on ABC as well, like I said. So if you guys want to tune in and watch my live reactions play at the same time, so it's on ESPN and ABC. And then later tonight, Seahawks Cowboys on Fox. Tomorrow, Chargers Ravens on CBS, and then Eagles Bears on NBC. Video quality is good. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know about that. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and also subscribe to Gridiron Ring and myself, Cool Hand Luke 96 on social media. Links are in the description below. So this game, like I said, I came on a little early here today. This game will be getting underway here very, very shortly. Has a kick of 4:30, and it's 4:30 at the moment here on the East Coast, so 3:30 local time down in Houston. And like I said, should be a very, very good game. That's what I'm hoping for, at least this afternoon, between the Colts and Texans. And the Colts, they'll be wearing their road whites, and the Texans home blue. So J.J. Watt, Jadeveon Clowney, going to be getting after Andrew Luck, Marlon Mack, Naeem Hines. DeAndre Hopkins actually donating his game check. I believe it's $29,000 for today's game. He's actually, shout out to him for doing this. He's donating his game check to a 7-year-old Houston girl that was actually murdered this past week. So he's going to be donating his money to her family, donating the money from today's game, his game check, to her family, and Shaq, actually from the NBA. Shaquille O'Neal actually works for TNT now. Former Magic player, Laker, Heat, Celtic, Cab player. He played for a shit ton of teams that are late. Hard to remember everybody he played for. If you guys hear noises in the background as well, just some dogs barking. So don't be don't what's the word I'm looking for here today? I said it correctly there the other day. Don't well, anyways, don't worry about it. It's just some dogs barking. Anyways, Shaq is paying for the funeral of the 7-year-old girl. I believe she was 7-year-old girl that was actually murdered this past week. So shout out to both those guys. Very, very great for them to do that, I guess I could say. Someone in a loss of words at the moment. Like I said, this game's going to be getting started. Obviously, very, very excited about this. Dogs barking in the background. Hard to see. I can't even think now. Hard to stay on track. Hard to keep. Obviously, I'm motivated. Don't get me wrong on that. But hard to. What's the word I'm looking for? Help me out, guys. Let me know in the chat. Really doesn't matter anyway, so I should just move on, to be honest with you. So, if you guys got chat questions or comments, just let me know. Sometimes, every now and then, I'll have a brain fart there and won't be able to think for a couple seconds. Just depending on what's going on, obviously with the game, what's going on background noise-wise, and what's coming through the chat and everything else. Obviously still trying to get everything situated right here in the man cave here this afternoon. So thanks for tuning in and joining. Like I said, you guys got chat questions or comments, just let me know in the chat. I'll get to those once they pop on through here on my end. So game will be starting here very, very soon. Like I said, I got on very early today, but oh well, it really doesn't matter, like I said. So we'll see what happens here today in the wildcard round of the 2019 NFL playoffs. Colts, Texans coming up here next, and then Seahawks, Cowboys later on tonight on Fox, and then tomorrow, LA Chargers, Baltimore Ravens. Another rematch. The two today and the first one tomorrow are all rematches from earlier. And then the Eagles are going to Chicago to play the Bears. So I have the Texans, the Seahawks, the Chargers, and the Bears all winning this weekend to move on and advance in the 2019 NFL playoffs and get one step closer to the Super Bowl. So chat questions and comments. Great. Appreciate it, guys. He played for the Magic, Heat, Lakers, Cavs. Oh, yeah, he played for the Suns. That's right. I know I was missing a team or two. I named all the other ones, though, I believe. So thank you for that. Thanks for letting me know all the teams that Shaquille O'Neal played for during his Hall of Fame NBA career. Wonder if they're going to have the Monday Night Football song. And yes, they are, with Hank Williams Jr., Florida Georgia Line, and Jason Derulo. Are you ready for some football? Monday night party. Kick started. Yeah. Dun 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 dun. Looks like a whiteout down in Houston. Bill O'Brien, former Penn State head coach, down in Houston now, the Texans. But obviously, all these fans hyped up. Playoff football now. Win or go home. You got to lay everything out on the line, and if you don't, you make a couple mistakes, you're more than likely losing, and you're not advancing and playing the following week. Looks like the Colts will be receiving. Indeed, they are. So the Colts will be going right to left across your television screen or radio dial. And Kyrie Fairbairn on to kick off for the Houston Texans, and we're underway in the 2019 NFL playoffs. Going to have a touchback, and the Colts and Andrew Luck will begin at the 25-yard line. As said, Luck grew up in Houston, went to high school there, actually played a state championship game in NRG Stadium when they had the old grass there before they brought the turf in. And actually played at Stanford under Jim Harbaugh, and Harbaugh at Michigan now after being the head coach of the 49ers there for a little bit. He got fired. But Luck, #1 overall draft pick back in 2012 by the Indianapolis Colts. RG3 went #2 to Washington. So shotgun formation for the Colts at the 25, going right to left. Luck, he's going to throw out to his right in the flat to number 25, Marlon Mack, at the line of scrimmage. So going to bring up 2nd and 10 as we begin this wild card playoff game. At halftime, I'll have stats of this game, and I'll tell you who's playing later on tonight and tomorrow, and then who could be playing each other next week. I would give scores of other games, but this is the first game in the playoffs this year. So we got the 12 best teams in the playoffs at the moment. 2 will move on today, 2 will go home, 2 will go home tomorrow, and 2 will move on tomorrow as well. So Luck under center, 2nd and 10, and he hands off to Marlon Mack, who loses 3 yards. Devion Clowney and J.J. Watt on the tackle. So about 3rd and 13 coming up. 14-10 to play. Ball game just got underway. You guys got chat questions and comments, let me know. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Also subscribe right here on YouTube. Favorite teams, the Lakers, and Shaq, my favorite center. Kobe, favorite player of all time. I really don't have a favorite basketball player of all time. I'm more of a football guy, but I can agree with you on that for some of it. I mean, they're both great players. So from the 23-yard line, play clock winding down. They barely get the snap off. They gave it to him on 3rd and 12. Luck passes complete to T.Y. Hilton right at the marker, right at the sticks, and he has just enough for a first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Indianapolis Colts at the 35-yard line. Too wide up top, too wide here to the near side at the bottom. Luck in shotgun, running back to his left. 12:55 to play in the first. Handoff, that's Marlon Mack once again. He gets about 3 yards on that carry. The Colts actually had to defeat the Titans this past Sunday night. I was live right here on YouTube doing live reactions play-by-play of that. If you guys tuned in, thanks for coming back. Thank you once again. Just be sure to hit that thumbs up button and also subscribe. But the Colts, they had to defeat the Titans to make the playoffs. It was a win-or-go-home game. The Titans could very well be playing in this game today versus the Texans, but the Colts won in Nashville last Sunday night and are currently playing the Texans. 2nd and 7 from the 38, 12:20 to play in the first. Luck under center, too wide here to the near side, man in motion. And Luck fakes the give, looking to throw, rolls out to his right, passes incomplete, just threw it out of bounds, threw it away. So 3rd and 7 coming up for the blue and white of Indy. See Frank Reich and Jacoby Brissett there on the sideline. Brissett, former NC State Wolfpack quarterback, drafted by the Patriots. New England had Brady, Garoppolo, and Brissett there all at one time. And then they traded Brissett to Indy and then Garoppolo to San Francisco. Looks like Houston jumped off sides there a little bit. Handoff was to Marlon Mack. Do have a flag on the play. Yeah, that's going to be offsides on number 99, J.J. Watt. Watt got him to jump off sides just a second too early. So they'll replay third down. It'll be 3rd and 2 now instead of 3rd and 7. He got 5 yards on the carry, but obviously you want to take, you don't want to decline that and have it be 4th and 2 and punt. You want to take the 5-yard penalty, 3rd and 2, maybe run it again, maybe run a slant here coming up on the next play. And yeah, clearly an offsides there by J.J. Watt. We'll see if they dial up here on 3rd and 2 now. 12:05 to play in the first. But Frank Reich, as I said, former Buffalo Bill quarterback, backed up Jim Kelly back in the day, former offensive coordinator in Philadelphia. I don't know why the thumbnail didn't pop up. I put a thumbnail on here for today, but obviously didn't pop up. Oh well. Luck rolls out. Pass complete to T.Y. Hilton. Down the far sideline. Interesting play call there on 3rd and 2. A play action rollout out of the shotgun. And he had him open. Good throw. Good decision. Tyrann Mathieu, number 32, former LSU Tiger, Arizona Cardinal, on the coverage. Actually just signed with the Texans this past offseason. I guess the Texans are looking to extend him and DeAndre Hopkins. Rumor out there this morning about that, so we'll have to see if that will be true as well as we move on. Pass almost intercepted by Jonathan Joseph at the 40-yard line. Intended for T.Y. Hilton once again. Ball was thrown very, very low by Andrew Luck. Into the ground, but 2nd and 10 coming up. As I said, there's a lot of rumors circulating right now as well with Antonio Brown wanting out of Pittsburgh. We'll see if that happens. I mean, if he once traded and you can get something in return for him, you know, you might as well trade him. You know, you have other wide receivers in Pittsburgh at the moment. You can draft some more as well, sign some maybe. Next man up mentality. 2nd and 10 from the 44. Luck airing it out deep. Pass complete to T.Y. Hilton inside the 10-yard line at the 6. 1st and goal coming up for the Indianapolis Colts. What a throw by Andrew Luck. Double coverage. Good God. Triple covered. Matthew was there as well. T.Y. Hilton getting all the looks from Andrew Luck here on this opening drive. 10:40 to play in the first from the 6-yard line. Colts in shotgun, 3 wide. And pass complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron on the reception. So 6-yard touchdown reception for the former Detroit Lion. He's had one hell of a year. Had more touchdown catches this year. One season with Indianapolis than he did in his career with the Lions after getting drafted out of Oklahoma State back in 2010, 11, 12, somewhere in there. So Indianapolis, they marched downfield and they put 6 on the board. Adam Vinatieri on to attempt the extra point. Actually missed one last week on Sunday night down in Tennessee, but his extra point is up and good right down Broadway. 7-0 Colts on top of the Texans here early. About 10 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Adam Vinatieri should very well kick, or should be successful kicking field goals and extra points here in Houston. Actually won the New England Patriots Super Bowl 38 versus the Carolina Panthers down in Houston at Energy Stadium February of 2004. So the real big dog is now joining us. Here he is. What are you doing, buddy? I said Roman Reigns there on the calendar. I just put that up the other day. Actually put some other signs up here within the past couple days as well. So hopefully you guys like those. If you do, hit the thumbs up button. Also subscribe right here on YouTube. So commercial break. We'll be back here very, very shortly with the Colts on top of the Texans 7-0. And the Deshaun Watson-led Houston Texans will get the ball for the first time during this AFC wildcard round playoff game.
Never had bacon. It ruins everything without bacon forever. I never get Hulu. With live TV intensive shows and movies, it's like the bacon of TV.
Yeah, I wonder why the thumbnail didn't pop up. Because I uploaded it. I'm actually on my phone at the moment, live streaming on YouTube here. And all the other times it's worked for me. So, obviously not working at the moment, the thumbnail. But, excuse me. I made sure that was uploaded correctly before I went live, and it said it was. I clicked save on it, but it didn't. I didn't save it then. And because I look here on my laptop, looking back at the live stream, the playback of it at the moment, and you know all the chats and whatnot, and it's not popping up. But oh well. Colts will kick off from the 35, and it'll be another touchback, and the Texans will have the ball at the 25-yard line. So Watson under center, fakes the give to Lamar Miller. Watson looking deep down the middle. He's got a man. That's Hopkins. That's pass interference. Let's see if we get a flag. No flag. 2nd and 10, 10:24 to play. What are you doing? Enough. Stop. Well, they both fell. That's a good no call. Well, actually Hopkins pushed off. That's a good no call though. Here, we'll put a different thumbnail up. We'll see if that works. So a handoff on the jet sweep. That's Kiki QT, the rookie wide receiver out of Texas Tech. Let's see if that saves. Obviously not the thumbnail I would have liked for this live stream, but oh well, it is what it is. Let's see, because it saved. It says it saved. Let's see if it's working now. Maybe a little bit of a false start there by Houston. No call. Pass out in the flat here to the near side. Complete to Lamar Miller. That was on 3rd down, and he's going to be about a yard or two shy the first down marker. So the Colts will get the ball back after the Texans go 3 and out on their opening drive. So 4th and short, Houston will punt. And it's still saying the thumbnail is not popping up. I don't know why that does that. That makes me so mad. Because it says it saves, and then you go look at it, and it's not there. It did to me the other day, too. So Houston punts, and Chester Rogers calls for a fair catch at the 25-yard line. 9:28 to go in the first quarter. The Colts will get the ball back up 7-0 over the Texans. So be sure to hit that thumbs up button, guys. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, guys, if I can speak. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Garnering and myself, Coolhand Luke 96 on social media. The links are in the description below. Be sure to hit the. Well, I can't talk today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button right here on YouTube as well, as I will be live right here on YouTube again later tonight for Seahawks, Cowboys, and then tomorrow Chargers and Ravens and Eagles and Bears. So links are in the description below. Just getting everything set up here on my end, and we got a commercial break. The Colts, as I said, will get the ball back up 7. Chat questions and comments also greatly appreciated. Why the hat? Because they play later tonight. That's why. And the thumbnail, I'm trying to get that figured out. I uploaded a custom thumbnail before I went live. Was the briefcase a Christmas gift, or did I miss? Oh, I've had that. I bought that early last year sometime. Yeah. I only have it up, but it's going to be up all the time now. I only have that up, and obviously, as you can tell, I put some new things up behind me as well within the past couple of days. I would only have the Money in the Bank briefcase up for wrestling pay-per-views, but that's going to be up all the time now. So that's normally where I put it at. Like I said, I had to change some stuff around. I put some new stuff up within the past couple of days, so somewhat a pain in the ass to do, but oh well. Move on. Pro Bowl, January 27th at 3 p.m. The Royal Rumble also later that day out in Phoenix. I said I was going to get into wrestling later on. We got the insider of all inside things, J-Dog John Clark, joining us at the moment right now too. So you guys got any questions or comments about wrestling, shoot them his way, or just drop them in the chat. I'll answer them as well. Actually showing a commercial here for Super Bowl 53, surprisingly, on CBS. But I said I was going to talk about All Elite Wrestling as well. AEW, shout out to Cody Rhodes, Cody, and the Young Bucks there behind me as well, for getting this promotion kick-started. And there's a lot of talk right now, a lot of rumors about Kenny Omega either staying in New Japan, going to WWE, maybe to Ring of Honor, TNA, who the hell knows. He's probably either going to go to WWE or AEW. I don't think he would stay in New Japan. He very well could, though. I don't think there's any chance in hell, though, as Marlon Mack gets the carry on 1st and 10. Gets about 20 yards on that carry here up the near sideline and gets out of bounds on their 1st and 10 coming up. He very well could re-sign with New Japan, but I don't think there's any chance in hell he's going to go to Ring of Honor or TNA or AAA or any of those other promotions out there. Now, the real question is, if WWE does sign Kenny Omega, will he go to NXT, or will they do what they did with AJ Styles 3 years ago, debut him at the Royal Rumble and have him stay on the main roster, go to the main roster instantly? So we'll see. Ball just past midfield at the 49, another handoff out of shotgun to Marlon Mack, and he's going to get another 8 yards on that run. So he's running the ball here very, very well here early on. As I said, coming up at halftime, I'll have stats of this game, and I'll talk about the games later on today, the one later on today, the 2 tomorrow, and then I'll look ahead to next week, some matchups we could see. I would go over scores of other games, with this being the first game in the wildcard round in the NFL playoffs this year. There's no other games that have already happened, so I mean, I could talk about what happened this year, but really pointless at this point in time. But going to be 2nd and short for the Indianapolis Colts here, middle of the first quarter. What was that? 12 men on the field on Indianapolis. So that's a 5-yard penalty. So instead of 2nd and short, going to be about 2nd and 6, 2nd and 7. 8:24 to play in the first quarter. Colts are up 7-0 on the Houston Texans. Ric Flair will be at Raw on Monday, if I have not heard. I did, in fact, see that earlier this morning, along with last night. The Hulkster, the immortal Hulk Hogan, will be on Raw as well, celebrating the life of the late, great, mean Gene Okerlund. So 2nd and 6, man in motion, and another handoff to Marlon Mack. He gets stuffed to the line of scrimmage. And the reason why they're bringing in Hulkster, the Hulk, Hulk Hogan, and Ric Flair, along with Cena's going to be on Raw, Brock Lesnar's going to be on Raw, Braun Strowman's going to be on WWE Monday Night Raw this upcoming Monday. They're going to have all those guys on Raw this upcoming week, so they can compete with the College Football Playoff National Championship game between Alabama and Clemson, also this upcoming Monday night out in Santa Clara. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how the ratings do for Raw. They've been down as of late. 3rd and 5 from the 45. About 7:25 to play here in the first. Another offsides there by the Houston Texans. That's on Whitney Merciless, former Fighting Illini out of Illinois. They actually have been picking up some good recruits the past couple weeks. So shout out to another Big Ten school there, Illinois, with Lovie Smith, former Tampa Bay Buccaneer and Chicago Bear head coach. Bucks actually looking for a new head coach. Heard Bruce Arians is a front runner for that job. And the Bears play tomorrow with first-year head coach Matt Nagy at the helm. They host the Eagles tomorrow at 4:30. So 3rd and 1 after the 5-yard offside penalty there, and Luck's going to hand off another Indianapolis Colt first down. He lost the belt at Wrestle Kingdom. Yes, I listened to live reactions play-by-play of Wrestle Kingdom the other night, so I know it happened. He is done with New Japan. WWE just released some things today basically hinting that they expect him to sign with them, with NATO also. Really? No NXT right to WWE. Well, I think that'd probably be the smart move, the right move. 1st and 10, 38-yard line. Trickery. And another Colt first down to the 25-yard line. A 14-yard run there on the, what was that? A snap to Luck, handoff. That was Jordan Wilkins. And then handoff there on the reverse to number 14, Pascal. And he got 14 yards on the carry. So 1st and 10, they came up the near sideline here on that play. 1st and 10, 6:06 to play. Colts looking to put more points on the board here early on. 6 minutes to go. Pascal in motion, another handoff, and Mack gonna lose about a yard, tackled by Devion Clowney. Breaking indications are that Justin Fields has won his NCAA appeal and will be eligible to play immediately. Final decision coming soon. Well, that's very, very quick on their part. You would think a couple months would go by before they announce something. I hope he gets hurt. I hope he gets hurt like middle of September sometime. Obviously, you don't want to see anybody get hurt, but I hope he gets hurt. I hope Ohio State doesn't have a good year next year. First-year head coach Ryan Day. Wow, what a catch there. And Chester Rogers there on the reception. And reach out and grab that one from Andrew Luck. 1st and goal once again for the Colts. I really don't know how I feel about Ryan Day as the new head coach of Ohio State. Right now, I don't think he's going to have success. I truly don't, but we'll have to see what happens. Obviously, that's why they play the games. Or bench to Tate. No, Tate Martell's going to leave, because that's the new college football. You lose your job or somebody else transfers in and you think they're going to beat you out, you're automatically gone. So trips up top of the near side. Luck pass out here in the flat near side to Marlon Mack. He's going to get pushed out of bounds the 2-yard line. So 2nd and goal from the 2 coming up for the Colts. I was going to ask you there, John, as you or somebody else popped in their chat question or comment in here. It was you. Tate is going to go to Oregon, is what I have heard. After next year, he's going to go to Oregon, so he's going to stay at Ohio State this year. Once again, 2019 and then 2020, he's going to go to Oregon. He'd replace Justin Herbert then, because Herbert's coming back for senior year. Is that what I'm understanding there? But I was going to ask you, the thumbnail. Yeah, until Herbert leaves. Okay. 4 seconds, 3. Play clock winding down. Handoff once again. Marlon Mack, and he gets in the end zone. Touchdown Colts. 13-0, pending the extra point by the greatest kicker of all time, Adam Vinatieri. So 2-yard touchdown run there by Marlon Mack. He has really come on as of late. Really looked like the number 1 guy in Indianapolis with the Colts. And like I said, with this game, I've gone back and forth prediction-wise, but I ended up picking the Texans at home. So we'll see what happens. I was talking about come from behind wins here early on, too. So maybe the Texans are, obviously getting down here very early. Maybe they're the team that's going to storm back here this weekend and come back and win. But thumbnail is looking you down. Yeah, because I put a... That sucks that it is. Because I don't know why, because I put a custom thumbnail in. And then I actually just saved a custom thumbnail off my laptop here, and it's still doing that. So that's been giving me some trouble too. Like, why the hell does it have to be this hard to just upload a custom thumbnail? Like, it's the right size. I know damn well it's the right size. Like, it just doesn't... It's the little things that piss you off. Like, why? Commercial break, Vinatieri's extra point was up and good. It's 14-0 Colts here over the Texans. About 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. So thanks for tuning in and joining, guys, watching my NFL playoffs live reactions between the Colts and Texans. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Also, like, follow, and subscribe to Gridiron Ring and myself on social media. Links are in the description below. I hear you. I hear you there, Johnny Football. Thanks for tuning in. The one thing I do like about this, more questions and comments coming through. I see those coming through on my phone there. You're the second result that comes up when you search Colts live reactions on YouTube. Hell yeah. Be sure to share on social media. And once I put some tags on this video, I think that's what is the... I think the reason why, if I can explain this the right way. If I can explain this the right way. I think the reason why I was having technical difficulties, I have to go in and upload my tags for some reason during the middle, because I know I did that during the Clemson-Notre Dame game last Saturday, and then the Penn State-Kentucky game this past Tuesday, and they worked perfectly fine the whole way through. Had no trouble whatsoever. Now, in the meantime, too, I did update my phone, so that very well could have been the reason why, too. But I just don't get why some of the streams will be fine the whole way through. Some of them cut out off to start it back up and whatnot. But man, I tell you what, just you know, if we could just get rid of the technical difficulties, I'd be fine. I was actually, like I said, I was watching live reactions of Wrestle Kingdom the other night, and the people that I were watching right here on YouTube. Go subscribe to Going in Raw, Stephen Larson. They're actually, I'll comment their link if I can remember correctly. But they were having trouble with their stream, and then Wrestle Kingdom was also having streaming problems as well. So Colts kick off. Texans will have the ball at the 25-yard line once again. They went 3-and-out their opening drive. So we'll see if they can get something going here as the big dog joins us once again, playing with his toys. Aren't you? Yeah. You're watching some football with me, too. Yeah. So you are the third result. Third result when you search Texans live reaction. First guy has 23 viewers. Second guy has 200 viewers. Well, how many do I have? I actually don't want to know. So Watson rolls out pass to Griffin, 84. About 6-yard gain on that. Under 4 minutes to play. Second down and medium. Second and a long 3. Second and 4 coming up for Houston. But the second guy is actually 3 people streaming. You have 7. And it says I'm not live right now. Oh well. I click live. Go back to live here. A run there by Lamar Miller. He gets about 3 yards. Going to be 3rd and short once again. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Texans. That's good. Says on my end I have a couple. So obviously the thumbnail helps out. Like I said, I had it uploaded, it saved. I go live and I check on it and it's not there. So I don't know what the hell the deal is with that. But I'm trying to, in the meantime, as I watch this game, as Alfred Blue gets the carry on that, 1st and 10. Howard got snubbed of All-Pro spot, only played 12 games, and tied for league lead in interceptions. But what was the league for interceptions? How many INTs? 38-yard line. Watson gets the snap. Pump fake here to the flat near side. Airing it out deep. Got Hopkins. Incomplete. Or actually had Vincent down. Vincent Smith deep in the inside the 10-yard line. Incomplete once again. So Bill O'Brien, Deshaun Watson taking shots here early on. Not executing, but oh my, that hit him right in the body, right in the chest. That should have been a catch. But I'm trying to add some tags, add a custom thumbnail off my laptop here that I already have saved. So hopefully that'll work out. 7, he wants the highest quarterback contract ever next year, and that would be what? Hand off to Lamar Miller. Maybe it's this new YouTube studio, the new YouTube studio beta. I don't know, because I know when I use the old programming on YouTube, it seems to work when I edit stuff. But we'll see what happens here. Under 2 minutes to play. Nice pass and catch there. Watson to Hopkins right at the first down marker. First down. 1:42 to play in the first. Yes, if I go to the Creator Studio Classic, add my tags I'm going to add. Hopefully we'll get some more viewers that way. And I add a custom thumbnail that I already did, but it didn't upload for some unknown reason. Hey, enough. You don't need to be doing that. You're all right. Colts are actually going to challenge the previous play. See if Hopkins did catch it, either in or out of bounds. They rolled it to catch a completion on the field, so they got to find undisputable video evidence to overturn it. See the replay here. Left foot down, he drugged the right foot. Looks like he maintained possession the whole way through. I think that'll stand.
Like watching spinning wheels? No. Luckily, Sprint's LTE Advanced Network is now up to 2.
Josh Norman, $75 million. Well, he's overpaid. He's overrated.
Coverage is 30% larger. Really?
Didn't the same thing happen with Brent Grimes? Didn't he get a big deal?
Snickers satisfies. Surprise! It's your MVC bike. What's MVC? Most valuable client. I'm your only client. I'm your only agent. No, you're not. No worries. We have great rates on motorcycles. Oh, that's bad because I was going to trade this in for a boat. We covered that too. Hop on, Aaron. Sorry, State Farm. No third wheels. This isn't a tricycle. Yeah? Yeah. Feels so light.
Go with the one that's here to help life go light. State Farm.
Yes, and then had issues with his wife talking trash on the team. Yeah, because I haven't heard his name as of late. I mean, normally when somebody gets a big contract, it seems like it all goes to their head. Antonio Brown, for instance, right now. Le'Veon Bell. And, like, they still play good football, but then they have outside issues or whatever the case may be, and then they get overconfident, too cocky, and then everybody loses respect for them. So we'll see what happens. Free agency will begin in March, middle of March, as it normally is, 1st and 10. And Watson looking to throw. Rolls out here near side. Throws incomplete. Out of bounds. Looks like they changed up the scoreboard at the bottom of the screen. As I said, this game is on both ESPN and ABC. And I'm watching on ABC, so maybe ESPN's different. Okay, there they change it back. Because that's the normal look for that. Ball at the 49-yard line. Pistol. Watson. Miller behind him. Trips up top. Hawkins down near side here out wide. Watson rolls out. Passes. Incomplete. And that was intended for Kiki QT, the rookie wide receiver out of Texas Tech. Former teammate of Patrick Mahomes. Chiefs actually off this week. They'll play next week. Very well could play one of these two teams. We'll see how these games play out this weekend, and we'll know after about 8 o'clock tomorrow night for sure what the matchups are next weekend in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. So 3rd and 10 from the 49, shotgun, empty backfield, QT in motion, 1:12 to play in the first. Watson gets the snap. He's looking downfield, passes complete. QT at the 45, but he's going to be about 5 yards shy of the first down. So it looks like Houston will punt once again. So 3 and outs here early on. Colts, they've, oh no, Bill O'Brien, he's going to go for it. Looks like 4th and 4. See what he dials up here. This is very, very risky. Very a ballsy move here early on. Empty backfield once again. Lamar Miller split out wide up top. And QT in motion. I think they might try to draw him off sides. Play clock winding down. No, they hike it. Watson, he's looking to throw. He's throwing. Pass intercepted. And obviously Watson saying that's on him. It's going to be Colts ball at midfield now. Obviously, the big difference between going for it on 4th down, throwing the pick, not getting it, not converting on 4th down there, and punting the ball, pinning them deep. If you guys hear any noises in the background, just some dogs barking, don't worry about that, is field position. Because if you would have punted and pinned them deep, the Colts would have had to drive the whole length of the field to try to put some more points on the board. But now they only have to go half that way, 50 yards to get to pay dirt, to get to the end zone. Or to get an Adam Vinatieri field goal range, probably about 15 yards for that. As they're at midfield now, 50-yard line, shotgun. 2 wide receivers bottom here, near side. And Luck gets the snap, looking this way. He passes complete. And Inman on the reception, he gets about 11, 12 yards on the catch and run. So another 1st down and 10 for the Colts. Coming up as the first quarter will be coming to an end. That will be the final play of the first quarter. Probably just some neighbors outside doing whatever the hell they're doing. So that's why the dogs are probably barking. So like I said, don't worry about that. It's like O'Brien is panicking already. Well, obviously you're down 2 scores. You got to take a chance every once in a while to get back in the game. Because say if you would punt, and then they would drive the length of the field once again, put another 6-7 points on the board. And at that point, you're down 21-0 at home. I know you'll have the crowd behind you to get back in the game as it goes on. But it's hard to come back from down 14, 21 points, especially in the playoffs. So the playoffs, whole another season if you ask me. But, I mean, like I said, somewhat of a gutsy play call there. And obviously couldn't have worked out better for the Colts. But obviously not the outcome Houston would have liked. They would have either liked to get the 1st down or obviously not convert. Maybe maybe Watson should have looked deep there. I don't know if he had anybody downfield open or not, but he put his hand up and said it was on him. So he's going to take the blame for that. They're just showing some promos for the NFL draft this upcoming April. Hard to believe. The 2019 NFL draft will be here in about 3 months. That'll be April 25th on ESPN, ABC, and the NFL Network. So, questions and comments, great. Appreciate you guys. Drop those in chat. Hit that thumbs up button. Also, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Share this on social media as well. Whatever social media sites you guys use nowadays. Either Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, whatever social media sites you guys use. Share it there. Just get it out to friends and family. Greatly appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up button. And also subscribe to Gridiron Ring and myself, GoHandLuke96 on social media. Links are in the description below. Dolphins make a free agency splash literally every year. Yeah, but look how their season plays out every year. They made the playoffs a couple years ago, yeah, but they didn't make it this year. They didn't make it last year. And the years before that, it was probably another 5 or 6 years before they made the playoffs once again. So, well, if Indy wins, they are guaranteed to play Kansas City. Yes, because Kansas City, as I said, the 1 and 2 seed in the AFC. I said this earlier, and I said it in my predictions. If you listened to that, I said it earlier before you tuned in and listened. The highest or the lowest remaining seed in the AFC and NFC will play. The Chiefs will play the lowest remaining seed. Whoever wins this weekend, the Saints will play the lowest remaining seed, and then the Andrew Luck fakes it to Marlon Mack, pass complete over the middle. Chester Rogers, another first down for the Colts. The Chiefs will play the lowest remaining seed. The Saints will play the lowest remaining seed, whoever wins this weekend. Patriots and Rams will both play the highest remaining seed, whoever wins this weekend, next week in the divisional round. So, obviously, some matchups, some different matchups we could see next weekend. Bill O'Brien and Deshaun Watson there talking on the sideline. And obviously not happy about that, but it's hard to come back from 27-7 in a bowl game. Yeah, but they almost did. But the other blue and white, the Kentucky Wildcats, ended up hanging on and winning 27-24. Those 2 field goals. I said I don't know how many times on Tuesday. I know you're at the game, but I said I don't know how many times on Tuesday. Obviously, the 2 field goals came back and bit them. And then if you don't play good football, I mean, you can win games not by playing good football all game long, but if you shoot yourselves in the foot too many damn times, you don't deserve to win. But the 2 field goals came back and bit them. The interception, obviously McSorley, or the punt return for a touchdown. The interception really didn't hurt, but McSorley played one hell of a game with a broken foot there in the second half. So, I mean, it could obviously turned out 10 times differently, but, you know, that's why they play the games. On to next year. Obviously, Penn State got some guys leaving now the NFL. Steven Gonzalez, so coming back, so he'll be helping out on the O-line there next year. And they got a good recruiting class coming in. So, actually, the early enrollees actually enrolling this weekend with all the high school all-star games officially wrapping up here. So, the spring semester for colleges starting on Monday, and all the early enrollees for all the schools will be enrolling this weekend or next weekend to get a jump start to towards next season. So another 1st and 10 for the Colts coming up. Texans on offense can't get anything going, and the Texans on defense can't stop Andrew Luck and Indy. So they look somewhat tired there. Had a guy wide open over the center there and hit him. That was Eric Ebron once again has the 1 touchdown catch from Andrew Luck early on here. So 1st and 10, 12:33 to play here in the second. Now they'll give what's his name another shot. Ball deflected to the line of scrimmage, intercepted by Houston. That's on Andrew Luck. J.J. Watt on the deflection, I believe. Yeah, you got to give Pinniger another chance. I know he missed 2 key picks, but you just got to move on. You know, obviously keep your head held high, but you just got to move on. They didn't play good football on Tuesday, and like I said, they shot themselves in the foot too many times. They really didn't deserve to win, even if they would have had the 2 field goals and given up the punt return. So it is what it is. So Cosmo here, commercial, and 14-0. Texans will get the ball back. Maybe this is the momentum that they need to get back in this game. So Houston went for it, and Indy picked it off. They ended up throwing an interception back. So going back and forth here early on in the first half. Like I said, maybe this is the momentum that the Texans need, though, to get back in this ball game. Down 14-0, 2 scores to the Indianapolis Colts. About 12 minutes to play in the first half. Kentucky fans told us to stick to wrestling. Well, they need to stick to basketball. And they actually lost earlier today to Alabama on the road. So shout out to Clarion alum John Calipari for losing another key game early on. Moon Township native from down around Pittsburgh. But obviously Penn State good at wrestling as well. And they actually just won the Southern Scuffle the other day. And future looks bright for them as well. Actually, I just saw the other day, I did not know this, the college wrestling national championships are down in Pittsburgh this year in March, middle of March. Also, during the same time of March Madness as it is. It's normally during the opening weekend, the first and second rounds of the NCAA tournament that Saturday. That Friday and Saturday is when they normally go on for wrestling. So yeah, those are down in Pittsburgh at PPG Paints Arena. I was actually surprised to see that. You think you're going to go down and have fun. Obviously be a strong Penn State crowd, that's for damn sure. Obviously with Happy Valley only being a couple hundred miles away. A couple hours away, I should say, not a couple hundred miles. Only about 100 miles from State College to Pittsburgh. NCAA Women's Volleyball National Championships are in Pittsburgh this upcoming year. Yes, I did see that as well. I saw it somewhere. They had both of them. They were advertising for that. So yeah, very, very good news there to bring those to the Steel City. But Alabama Clemson Monday night. Teams have split in the 2 national titles the past couple years. Third time in the past 4 years they're meeting now. Flag on the play. Miller gets the dump off pass from Watson, gets a first down. We'll see what the penalty is though from the Zebras. That's Alabama Clemson 2015 season, 2016 national title out in Glendale. Alabama won. Illegal formation on the Houston Texans. Number 16 QT covered number 83 Thomas. So that's a 5-yard penalty. Good call there by the refs. But in the 2016 season, 2017 national title, the Clemson Tigers then got revenge on Alabama, defeated the Crimson Tide down in Tampa, led by Deshaun Watson, come from behind win. So they split, and then last year they met in the Sugar Bowl in the one semi. So Alabama up 2-1 in the series here, but they'll meet once again this upcoming Monday, third time in the past 4 years in the college football playoff national championship game. So pistol, Watson hands off, gets stuffed to the line of scrimmage. Ball is back at the 10-yard line now after that penalty. So second down coming up for the Texans, who came into the league in 2002 after being the Houston Oilers for the longest time. They moved to Tennessee, became the Titans. So Houston didn't have a team. And then Robert McNair, Texas oil driller, had enough money, brought the Texans in the league in 2002. He actually just passed away back in November. So Miller, he struts out wide here near side. Empty backfield now for Watson. Trips here near side, 5 wide. He throws far side, complete QT at the 14-yard line. Going to be third and long for the Texans. 11 minutes to play in the first half. Questions and comments, greatly appreciated, guys. Drop those in chat. Also, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links are in the description below. Watson gets the snap. 3rd and 10 from the 15. He's going to run it, and he's going to be tackled at the 19. So Houston, they can't get the momentum to switch. They'll punt once again. Indy is owning this ball game up to this point in time at this very moment. So good decision from Watson there to run. He had no one open downfield. Maybe a fake punt. Highly doubt it. Inside their own 20 on 4th and 8, they'll punt. And good punt from 20 to 20. Chester Rogers on the return. He gets out to the 35-yard line. So 15-yard return there. Good return from him. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Colts. Up 2 scores, 14-0 over the Texans. As the playoffs are finally here in the NFL. Hard to believe the regular season is over. And we have one more college football game. That's on Monday. Got the NFL playoffs today, tomorrow, next week as well on Saturday and Sunday. The following week on the Sunday, the AFC and NFC Championship games. The following week, the Pro Bowl, and then Super Bowl 53. Sunday, February 3rd, 2019, down in Atlanta, Georgia, on CBS. Hopefully that'll be good. That save? That's saved. Good. Looks like I'll have to, I don't know if you're still listening, John, or anybody else that is watching my live reactions at this point in time. Looks like I'll have to go back in afterwards and upload a thumbnail because it's not working for me here for some reason. Obviously being stupid with me once again. It obviously pisses you off, but do you guys know by chance why it would be doing this?
I've actually had the opportunity to go in and see the surgery and work with Dr. Patel and watch
Yeah, I agree.
surgery days. And I always tell the patients the same thing. It goes so quickly. The procedure is so simple and so easy. By the time they actually realize what's going on.
Got a live stream here as well. Somebody else. So they have what, 655 people watching. They got a good thumbnail. I normally do, but it didn't upload for some reason. I click save on it, and I go to obviously watch the playback of this live, and it doesn't appear. So I don't know what the deal is. Come back from commercial break here, and the Colts will have the ball once again. They're the 3rd team ever in NFL history to make the playoffs after starting 1-5. So congrats to them. Like I said, I've been on their bandwagon all season long, but I actually picked the Texans today at home. So we'll see what happens here as they get the ball back with 9:47 to play in the first half. Up 2 scores, 14-0. 1st and 10 over the Houston Texans. 2 wide. Up top, 2 in the backfield, handoff. It's Jordan Wilkins. He gets out to the 41-yard line. See if I can change the thumbnail on here now. Because it was letting me somewhat do it earlier, but then it didn't save. Like I said, it's just the little things that just piss you off. Like, why? And these thumbnails work for other videos as well, so I don't know why it wouldn't be working now. I honestly don't. There we go. Let's save that. See if that works. 2nd and 4. Handoff to Marlon Mack. There's Devion Clowney on the tackle. Going to be 3rd and 2. There, that says it changed. You want to check on that? See if it changed? See if the new thumbnail is up and working? Let me know in the chat. And if so, obviously, like I said, on the thumbnail, I would have liked for this game, but, you know, oh well. Pinniger from Iowa will have a game winner next year in Iowa City. Very well could. I just saw that. No, it's not? Huh. It says it is. No? What the hell? It says changes saved, okay? And then it goes back to the other pitcher. The pitcher that it is now. Commercial break. We'll figure this out. Hopefully. I did put the tags in, so hopefully those will work out here. Nope, not on, yeah. That makes me mad. Because that other live stream I did, that test run, you go back and listen to that or look at that. I tried uploading a custom thumbnail afterwards, but it's still, on my end, it changed it. But then you go and look at it from YouTube, it's still the same. Like, why? Like, it makes no sense. It makes zero sense whatsoever. Seahawks, Cowboys later tonight, Chargers, Ravens tomorrow, and Eagles, Bears as well. So be sure to subscribe. We'll be on doing those games as well. Mad. So I don't want that. Thumbnail. I want a different thumbnail. And it's not that hard to change a thumbnail. I change it, and it stays the same, even after I click save. Makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. 43-yard line, 3rd and 2 for the Colts. And empty backfield now. 3 wide, bottom side here near. And Luck looking this way. Pass complete to T.Y. Hilton, just past first down marker. 46-yard line, it looks like. So 8:30 to play in the first half. Colts driving once again. Okay, it did it again. It uploaded it. But and it says it's saved, but I doubt it, picked it up. I bet it's still the same picture. Let me know in the chat if you guys want to check that out for me. Have no clue why, it's doing that. Are you going to start a news stream for the next game? Yes, I will be starting a news stream for the Seahawks Cowboy game. So Hilton in motion. Luck fakes a give. He's looking deep downfield, far sideline. Complete. And that's Inman on the reception. Into Texan territory now. 7:47 counting to play in the first half. Not updated. What the hell? It says it updated it. It says it's updated it. I click save. It saved it. It says changes saved. But then you go look at it, and it's still the same picture of me fiddling around here on YouTube. Makes no sense whatsoever. Like, if it's going to save it and change the thumbnail, change the damn thumbnail. So I did my part on it. 1st and 10, 33-yard line. Trips up top. Luck gets the snap. Fakes to give to Marlon Mack. Pump fake. Pass over the middle. Complete to Eric Ebron at the 20-yard line. Inside the red zone now at the 18. 1st and 10. Oh, my God. Makes no sense whatsoever. No sense. Because then if I refresh the edit page to edit this, I wonder if it's going to have the custom thumbnail I uploaded or the same thumbnail that it was. And we're going to have to see if the picture later on will upload it to the stream as well, because like I said, doing it on my phone and I saved it. So pass, all my incomplete. Ebron had it and he dropped it. Passes over the middle in the end zone. And Eric Reed on the coverage actually knocked it loose, and he's now down injured. Okay, I reloaded it, refreshed it, and it says it's still the same custom thumbnail that I uploaded, so what the hell? Why isn't it saying that on the regular screen then? That makes no sense. Like, come on, refresh on your end, guys. Not you guys, YouTube. Like, obviously it should be working by now, you would think. Another commercial break, injured Texan in the end zone. No? What the hell? That makes no sense. Like, why does it have to be stupid? Like, it doesn't have to be stupid.
Never upgrade to 3-ply. It will ruin regular toilet paper forever. And never get Hulu. With live TV and exclusive originals, it's basically the 3-ply of TV. Come in.
That makes me mad. It's just the stupid things.
April 25th on ESPN, ABC, and the NFL Network.
Luck gets a snap. 2nd and 10 from the 18. Pass far sideline. Touchdown. Colts once again. Dontrell Inman. 20-0. Pending the extra point from Adam Vinatieri. As I said there earlier, the Texans kicking off the playoffs once again. A couple years ago, they hosted the Chiefs. They got out to a early deficit. The Chiefs ended up winning. Started coming back. The Chiefs still won. I believe it was like 30-13, 30-14, something like that. And then the couple years before that, 2 or 3 years before that, they hosted the Bengals back-to-back years in the playoffs down in Houston. And they won both of those games, I believe. As the Bengals still don't have a playoff win. They actually just fired Marvin Lewis the other day. Well, not since Marvin Lewis was head coach. They've played in the Super Bowl before and whatnot, so they have playoff wins in their franchise history. But the Colts actually got down to a early deficit to the Chiefs at home a couple years in the first game in the NFL wild card round in the playoffs. The Colts actually came back and won that. So 6:24 to play in the first half. Colts lead 21-0 now. Game's not over by any means, as Andrew Luck is 14 of 18, 175 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. Does have an interception, but that really doesn't matter at this point in time, at this moment. But obviously, Texan defense can't be happy with the way they're playing, giving up 21 first half points here so far, and still 6:24 to play. Still a lot of football left to be played. I mean, the Texans can come back and win, but it's going to be hard. It's going to be very, very hard when they can't get anything whatsoever going on offense, and they can't stop the Colts on defense. So, kickoff, Houston's going to return it, and they're going to have the ball at the 27-yard line, it looks like, for their next drive, as Watson and company trot onto the field. 6:20 play the first half. Yeah, here on my end, it has the custom thumbnail I uploaded, it's saved, but then obviously when you go try to watch it, it's not coming up. That makes, in my opinion, absolute 0 sense. Oh well, there's nothing else I can do. I did what I could do. So, man in motion, that's Griffin. Fake the give, and Watson's going to keep it. Runs up the far sideline. Gets out of bounds. Depending on the spot, he might have got the first down. He might be about a half-yard shy, though. So it might be second and short. But they got to get the run game going to open up the play-action pass. I know they took a couple deep shots there early to try to get momentum on their side, and then the interception, they went 3-and-out once again. They couldn't get the momentum switched. The Colts ended up scoring after they got the ball back. So 2nd and 1, under 6 minutes to play. It's 21-0 Colts on top of the Texans. Watson in shotgun, 3 wide. A little bit of a false start there, it looked like, on Houston. That might be on Watson, to be honest with you. It's on Hopkins, DeAndre Hopkins. Another former Clemson Tiger. You guys got chat questions and comments? Drop those in chat. Hit that thumbs up button. Also be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links are in the description below. 2nd and 6, 5:42 to play. And ball's at the 31-yard line. Texans going right to left. And Watson gets a snap once again. Looking far side. Pass complete to Hopkins. And he's going to get just enough for first down. So gain of about 8 yards. 1st and 10 coming up for Houston. First and 10 from the 38. Watson in shotgun. Texans going right to left, as I said. And he hands off. And Alfred Blue, former LSU running back, on the carry. Gets about 4 or 5 yards. 2nd and medium, 4:44 to play in the first half. Texans, they got to get some type of points here before halftime. Whether it's a field goal or a touchdown, whatever the case may be, they got to get some points on the board here before halftime. Down 21-0. 2nd and 6 from the 42. Trips up top. Watson gets the snap. Looking downfield over the middle. Complete. QT on the reception. Another 1st and 10 for Houston. They're starting to drive. Ball past midfield now. About the 38-yard line, it looks like. 1st and 10. 4 minutes and counting to play in the first half. Becky Lynch versus Carmella versus Charlotte, set for SmackDown. #1 contender for the Royal Rumble. That'll be interesting. Watson, he's going to run it on 1st and 10. Good block there. He stumbles past the first down marker, but he has enough for the first down. So it's going to be another 1st and 10 for the Texans. 3:38 and counting. Down 3 scores, 21-0. We get a little excitement going around here. That'd be awesome. Be sure to share on social media, hit that thumbs up button, and also subscribe. Links are in the description. You guys got chat questions and comments, let me know. Obviously, I would like some excitement. I'd like some excitement here, obviously, and during this game. 1st and 10, 28-yard line. Watson gets the snap. Passes as he was getting tackled, incomplete. Griffin, the tight end, 84, the target. 2nd and 10, 3:06 to play. Yeah, if Alfred Blue would have hit the linebacker coming up the middle, Watson could have rolled out and potentially got another first down. They could be inside the red zone at the moment, but he splits out wide now, empty backfield. Play clock winding down. Watson gets a snap on 2nd and 10. Quick pass to Hopkins at the 24. Catch and run, some yak yards there for Hopkins. He gets the first down inside the red zone. So under 3 minutes to play. Texans looking to put some points on the board here before halftime. First and 10, 18-yard line. Texans going right to left. And Watson gets a snap. Looking near side here. Pump fake. Pass complete to Alfred Blue. 14-yard line, 2:25 to play. I wonder if that's going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Texans have 3 timeouts remaining. Colts with 2. That's going to be second down. It looks like they're gonna wait. Yeah, wait. They're gonna wait. Snap it after the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 5. Well, no. Yeah, okay. There we go. 2-minute warning now here in the first half of the first playoff game here, 2018-19 NFL season. And the Colts lead 21-0 over the Houston Texans. So commercial break. Texans will have the ball inside the red zone. 14, 3 timeouts, and 2 minutes to play before halftime.
How many of you use car insurance? Well, what if I showed you this?
What are you doing?
We compare rates to help you get the price and coverage that's right for you.
That's amazing. The only thing that would make this better is if my mom were here.
What? An unexpected ending!
Taco Bell invites you to a world that defies all logic. A place where burritos are filled with delicious nachos.
All right, that's all I can do there for this stream, basically, unless it obviously shits the bed on me. Hopefully not. I wouldn't want that to happen. Yeah, like I said, I did what I could do there for the thumbnail. Having some problems with that for some reason and whatnot. But thanks for tuning in, guys, and joining. Like I said, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links are in the description. Chat, questions, and comments. Greatly appreciate it. I see those popping on through. I'll get to those once they come through here on my end. Hit that thumbs up button. Share on social media. Colts, Texans, live reactions, play. So, what do we got here? Do I talk at all about daily fantasy sports? I don't normally. Yeah, that's correct. But, I mean, if you got questions or something about it, I can try to give you my opinion on it. I mean, I play fantasy football. I play, DraftKings FanDuel every once in a while. So, I mean, I know, obviously, somewhat about it, but I normally don't talk about it because no one normally asks any questions or anything about it. So, like I said, you guys got questions or comments, drop those in the chat. But, yeah, I normally don't. Yeah, if you have any questions about daily fantasy sports that you would like me to take a look at, drop those in the chat. Just be sure to share on social media. This is all I ask. Share on social media. You guys got to obey the rules. Share on social media. Like, follow, and subscribe. All the links are in the description below. Yeah, no. I don't know that much about daily fantasy sports. I don't really, bet a whole lot, gamble a whole lot on sports. If I were you, obviously Google, that'd be your best option. Obviously, there's a social media. Watson's going to get sacked on 2nd and 5 back at the 22-yard line. 3rd and long coming up. Wonder if they take a timeout. I'm sure there's some Twitter sites. Yeah, when. Quotes. When. I'd go over to Twitter, search, DraftKings, FanDuel, something fantasy sports, daily fantasy sports. And if you can direct message them and ask them about that and see what they say, that obviously, other than Google, would be my best guess on trying to figure that out. So this year it's coming. You already can at the casino in Harrisburg. Well, that's awesome. 3rd and 14. Well, around here though, and then online and whatnot. 3rd and 14, 22-yard line, empty backfield, and Watson passes almost intercepted, complete to QT. He's going to be about a yard shy of the first down at the 9. No, that's on a first down, Hopkins. That's a good spot by the zebra. So 4th and short. I wonder if they'll go for it again. I would take the field goal. I'd kick it, get some points on the board here. But then at the same time, you give Indy a minute and a half to try to drive downfield and put more points on their scoreboard, on their side before halftime. But you have momentum. You've been driving. Indy's going to call timeout. Good timeout there by Frank Reich. Minute 24 to play. You got the momentum. You've been driving. They can't really stop you. Another fourth down, you're going to go for it. You know what happened on the last fourth down that you went for, though, too. You had an interception. So I would, yeah, I agree with Jason Witten on that. Run a zone read. Yep. Quarterback keeper. I mean, a lot of the play calls in both college and NFL nowadays for football, with the quarterbacks being dual threat quarterbacks, a lot of play calls on second, third, fourth, and short, if you go for it, they're RPOs, or unpass option. So empty backfield once again, QT in motion, maybe draw them off sides, maybe, highly doubt it. They get the snap off, and Watson passed over the middle, incomplete, 10 for Hopkins on the slant. So another turnover on downs, and O'Brien not happy about that, mumbling some words under his breath, rightfully so. 1:20 to play, and the Colts will get the ball back. One timeout remaining, and they're up 3 scores, 21-0. He had Hopkins. He had just underthrown him. Threw it in the dirt. My God. Why didn't you run for it? If I'm Andrew Luck and the Colts now, Frank Reich calling these plays, you got to work the sideline. 1st and 10, obviously you got to go ways, but Vinatieri is a damn good kicker. You know, he could very well kick from 50, 55 yards. So work the sideline, run some hurry up. If you don't put any points on the board though before halftime, though, it's all right. You're up 3 scores. Houston will actually get the ball to start the second half. Marlon Mack gets the carry. Looks like Indy's going to be conservative here going into halftime. Hopkins actually going into the locker room. Hopefully he's not hurt. Well, his pants are ripped there right behind his knees, so maybe he's going in early to change his uniform. Maybe he's going to go to the Colt locker room and help them out. Drop some passes for them, get some interceptions for the Texan defense to get the Texans back in this game. I mean, you got to be smart, you know. Now, we'll see what happens here. I had a bookie almost put $75 on Kentucky covering the spread, but he didn't answer me in time. Would have won $200 to profit $125. Well, that would have been awesome, but as you said, he didn't answer you in time, so a little too late on that. So obviously, he didn't make any money, and neither did you. But on second down from the 13, Marlon Mack gets the carry once again. Another 1st down and 10 for the Colts. Minute and counting to play. Now under a minute to play. 55 seconds. Ball at the 22-yard line. And Luck goes up to the line of scrimmage. 4 wide. Mack goes over to the left of Luck now in shotgun. Luck gets the snap. Passing deep over the middle. That's defensive holding. Come on, that's clear. Okay, there's your flag. That's a good call. He held on to the back of his jersey for a good 3 yards. Blatant grab, yeah. You could see that from 10 miles away. You could see that from space. Houston being the space city. NASA not that far away from NRG Stadium. Yeah, that's a... Well, they're saying it's a great penalty. Well, I mean, it very well could have been a touchdown, but it looked like it was overthrown there a little bit, but he still very well could have caught it and ran underneath it and caught it and ran in the end zone, and the Colts would be up, 28-0 going into halftime, but like I said, yeah, clear flag. Clear penalty. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and watching. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe right here on YouTube. Links are in the description below. So from the 45-yard line, Colts going left to right across your television screen, radio dial, whatever you're listening on, and it's 21-0 Indy on top of Houston. 37 seconds to play in the first half. Andrew Luck gets a snap. Looking downfield. Passes here near side. Deflected at the line of scrimmage by no one other than J.J. Watt. So 2nd and 10. Reich is so good at calling plays. No wonder Eagles won the Super Bowl last year. Well, it's just not that. Look at the Eagles this year. They made the playoffs once again. So it doesn't matter who their offensive coordinator is. It doesn't matter who their head coach is. Doug Peterson, obviously, a big factor into that. But Nick Foles is playing some damn good football come late regular season and here playoff time the past 2 years. So they got the playmakers, and if they can make plays, they very well could win tomorrow versus Chicago. Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Luck rolls out far side, runs out of bounds, 3-yard gain. Going to be third and about 27 seconds to play. Colts on top by 3 scores, 21-0. Thumbs up. I'd like to slap my... offense isn't as good as Eagles this season. Well, they're still in the playoffs, though. They're still in the playoffs, though. So, you know, that's really all that matters. And come playoff time, it's a whole nother season. You make a couple more plays than the other team, you might be winning. You might be moving on. So that's why they play the games. Play clock winding down. Luck rolls out. Or actually, he stays in the pocket. He's going to get sacked. Flag on the play. He stepped up in the pocket. Looked like he was going to run and roll out. 20 seconds to play. Flag on the play, like I said. Holding on the Texan defense. Texans fans so depressed, rightfully so. Couldn't agree more on that, yes. But still got another half hour to play. Another 30 minutes, so I mean, we've seen larger comebacks than this before. We'll see what happens. 47-yard line. Colts still have one timeout. I'd get another 10 yards to try to kick a field goal with Vinatieri. That's incomplete. That hit the ground, it looked like. But they're going to say it's a catch. Yeah, you got to spike that. Or do they call their timeout? Okay, that is a catch. That didn't hit the ground. It looked like it did. Third and final charge timeout by the Colts. 12 seconds to play. You got to run something to the sideline. Get out of bounds. Have your field goal team ready with Adam Vinatieri. And, you know, try to kick a field goal here before halftime. As I said, the lowest remaining seed, whoever wins this weekend in 2 AFC wildcard and NFC wildcard games, the lowest remaining seed will play the 1 seed. And then the highest remaining seed will play the 2 seed. And both the AFC and NFC with the Chiefs, Patriots, Saints, and Rams. So, I think that's probably as good as it's going to get explaining that wise. You really can't explain it any better. Colts going to regret that bad challenge earlier. Well, I mean, at that point in time, what, it was still 7-0? It's playoff football. You got to take chances. You still have time. You still can run a play to get in field goal range. Hell, they can still kick a field goal from the 41-yard line with Vinatieri. Just don't take a sack. Luck airs it out. Pass complete to the 5-yard line. Eric Ebron, they're going to say incomplete. He was out of bounds. 3rd and 4, 10 seconds to play. See the replay on that. He caught it, okay. Right foot in bounds, left foot out of bounds. That's incomplete. Good call by the ref. Yeah. If he would have got the toes in bounds from his left foot, that would have been a catch, but that's a good call. 3rd and 4, 10 seconds to play. Run a 5-yard out route to the sideline, get in field goal range from the... I mean, you don't really need to get a first down. I mean, you need 4 to get the first down, but just don't take a sack. Nothing over the middle. That's what they do. Chester Rogers on the reception. He does not get out of bounds. And that will be the final play of the first half. Oh, my. If you get out of bounds, Vinatieri's there, kick a field goal, you go up 24-0 at halftime. But at halftime here in the first playoff game of the 2018-19 NFL playoffs, AFC wildcard game again tomorrow, Chargers and Ravens. be sure to subscribe. We'll be on for that as well, along with the game later tonight and the Eagles-Bears game tomorrow afternoon as well, too. But going into halftime, the Colts lead the Texans 21-0. Chat questions and comments, greatly appreciated. I'll get the stats here of this game here coming up very shortly once I get those pulled up. So just give me some time here. Bear with me for a second. I know Luck has the one touchdown pass there earlier to Eric Ebron. No, I don't want that. Hold on here a second. Texans are doomed if Colts score. Well, they didn't. I mean, well, they did 3 times technically, but not going into halftime on that drive, though. I know what you're saying. 21-0 at halftime. Like I said, I'll get stats here pulled up in a couple seconds. Wants to work with me. Adam Vinatieri wanted to go in and kick before that last play, yeah, and obviously you could see he was pissed off there. But Rodgers didn't get out of bounds, but oh well. Not the first time that has happened. Sure as hell won't be the last time either. So, like I said, I'll get stats here in 1 second of Colts and Texans. Keep those chat questions and comments coming through. It should have. Yeah, the field goal should have happened. Because, like I said, I mean, even if they wanted to kick it from the 41-yard line, that would have been a 58, 59-yard field goal. With the 41 yards, the 10 in the end zone, that's 51. 7-8 yard difference between the center and the snap, or the center and the hold with the kick. So it's normally 7, but it seems like it's been 8 this year. 57, 58 yard field goal, or 58, 59 yard field goal there. If I can add, I was right the first time. He very well could have made it. He won the Patriots the goddamn Super Bowl in this very building back in 2004 on a game-winning field goal. So, I mean, yeah, shocked that they didn't kick it, but you should know better to get out of bounds on a play like that. So, yeah, your new thumbnail shows up on my phone, but not on PC. Okay, well, that's somewhat good. Thank you for letting me know. Hope it works on... Nope, it works on PC also now. So it's working on both the computer and on the phone. The regular picture with just the NFL logos in the center, not the custom thumbnail that I was trying to upload. The promo picture that you guys would see on social media if you like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links are in the description. You know what picture I'm talking about there, John? Has the Colt, Texan, Seahawk, and Cowboy logo in the corners, and then the Gridiron Ring logo, NFL Playoff logo, and the YouTube logo as well. So it's just the Gridiron Ring logo with the NFL logos in the middle on both, because that's the one I changed it to on my computer, but not the one I actually uploaded earlier. So obviously not the one I want, but still better than obviously looking at my crummy face here with everything behind me, watching this game in the NFL playoffs. So now it has logos of all NFL teams. That's the one I'm talking about. The one I had to upload off my laptop. Okay, so thank you for that. So it's on both phone and computer now, so that's good. WTF going on with Houston? Fire Bob, good old Billy O'Brien. No, don't fire him. He's one of the better coaches in the NFL. He knows what the hell he's doing. The thing is, the Texans, they just can't get anything going on offense. I know they took chances there early. They just can't get anything whatsoever going on offense, and they can't stop the Colts whatsoever on defense when the Colts have the ball. That's why they're down 3 scores. So, like I said there as well, though, too, we've seen larger come from behind wins in the playoffs than 21 points. Frank Reich, actually the head coach of the Colts, led the Bills from a 32-point deficit against the Oilers back in 1992 when he was backing up Jim Kelly. And the Bills won, ended up going to the Super Bowl. They didn't win. It was one of their 4 Super Bowls they went to, but they never won one. But we'll have to see what happens here in the final 30 minutes of play. But obviously, you got to regroup at halftime. Watson could have made a couple better throws there, especially on the 2 4th downs. The 1 interception, the 1 incomplete in the end zone. Would have scored. They had to have got some points there before halftime. I thought they should have kicked it, but oh well. There's nothing really you can do now. Obviously, just play better football in the second half, and hopefully you can put some points on the board and get back in this game. Because if you don't, and there's, say, 8-10 minutes to play in the game in the 4th quarter, and the Colts score again, and it's 28-35-0, ball game's done. Ball game's done and over with, and then we head north to Dallas from Houston, and we see the Seahawks take on the Cowboys later on tonight. So we'll see what happens. I wouldn't fire O'Brien. He's a damn good coach. He knows, like I said, he knows what the hell he's doing. Again, I'll be on later tonight, different stream. Seahawks Cowboys, wild card, one of the two wild card games in the NFC, and then tomorrow Chargers and Ravens, Eagles Bears, and then next week after those games we'll know the matchups for next week in the NFL playoffs divisional round. And then this upcoming Monday, Alabama Clemson College Football Playoff National Championship. I'll be live right here on YouTube, so like, follow, and subscribe so you'll get a notification whenever I do go live and when new content is published. So chat, questions, and comments, greatly appreciated. I see those coming through. I'm getting them here in a second. So Mac should Mac should be used heavy in the second. He should. Yeah, the Colts up 3 scores. They should run the ball a lot with him. Take a lot of time off the clock. Or perhaps get rested and use Hines or multiple screens. Yeah, we haven't seen a whole lot of Nyheim Hines or Jordan Wilkins today. They very well could go to them. Yeah, some screen passes. Yeah, because, I mean, if you think you're going to win this game, and they probably do, up 3 scores at halftime, 21-0, you're going to be moving on. If the Colts do win, they're going to be playing Kansas City next week, no doubt about that, like John said earlier. You'll have Indy go to Kansas City, and then the winner of tomorrow's game go to New England to play the Patriots. Obviously, then Mac would be rested and healthy for next week, and the Colts damn well they'll need him next week as well, running the ball. So open up Inman again on the perimeter. They should do that too. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Yes, works on both. Thank you. No, it has logos of all NFL teams. Yeah, he sucked at Penn State, subpar Pinstripe Bowl. Well, actually, if you have your facts correct, Bill O'Brien did not coach Penn State in the Pinstripe Bowl. That was James Franklin. That was the 2014 season. Franklin, that was his first year. O'Brien had left the previous year, after the previous year. So O'Brien was only there in 2012 and 2013. Live look in San Francisco. You got that correct. And it is raining out in the Bay Area at Levi Stadium, home the NFL San Francisco 49ers. They did not make the playoffs, have one of the top picks this upcoming year in the NFL draft, and they're actually showing a promo for that as I speak. And the draft will actually be in Nashville this upcoming year, and then next year, 2020, out in Vegas. I know, but it was Bill's team. Yeah, technically it was. I can give you that. I can agree with you on that, Adam. Yes. He didn't really suck though at Penn State. I mean, he did better than what a lot of people thought he was going to do. You got to give credit where credit is due. They finished 8-4 in 2012 and 7-5 in 13. You know, everybody thought they weren't going to win another damn football game ever again after all the sanctions hit. And 8-4, 7-5, no bowl games due to the sanctions. But then in 2014, they get the sanctions lifted. Go to a bowl game that year, the Pinstripe Bowl game I actually attended. They beat Boston College up in the Bronx, New York City at Yankee Stadium, 31-30 in overtime. Shout out to Sam Ficken for kicking the game-winning extra point on that. 2015 season, they ended up playing Georgia in the Gator Bowl. Kirby Smart had just got hired. Mark Richt had just left to go to Florida after they fired Al Golden. Mark Richt actually just retired. They actually just hired Manny Diaz. All these connections, bear with me. So then 2016 season, they went to the Rose Bowl. So first of 2 consecutive New Year's Six bowl games. They lost to USC game-winning field goal. And then 2017 season last year, they beat Washington out in Glendale in the Fiesta Bowl. And then actually just lost to Kentucky in the Citrus Bowl. So since Franklin's taken over, that's 5 bowl games in 5 years. And he's led his programs, Vanderbilt as well, to a bowl game in every year he's been a head coach. 3 at Vandy, 5 at Penn State now. So I said it on Tuesday. I know John was at the game. Hopefully you had a good time. And I'll get to the stats here in a second. I know I've been saying that, but just a commercial break here at halftime with the Colts and Texans. You got to give credit where credit is due. Like I said, no one thought that they would be in the situation that they're in. Next year, back to Citrus, very well could. I mean, depending on how they play. I mean, they're losing a lot of guys, but, you know, next man up. But I was saying there on Tuesday, what was I talking about? Penn State. Oh, they can. It seems like they can, get to a good bowl game at the end of the year. Pinstripe Bowl, Gator Bowl, Rose Bowl, Fiesta Bowl, Citrus Bowl, but then they can't close it out. Like they haven't been clutch. And Penn State football in general, they I have my schedule here as well if you guys want to know that. I'll be on again later tonight for Seahawks Cowboys, the 2 games tomorrow, the 2 games next Saturday, the 2 games the following Sunday, next Sunday there, the 2 AFC and NFC Championship games 2 weeks from tomorrow, the Pro Bowl, WWE NXT TakeOver Phoenix, the Royal Rumble, the Super Bowl, all WWE pay-per-views, so be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Links are in the description below. But they're not they just haven't seemed to be clutch come the end of the season. But like I said, next man up mentality now, with a lot of guys leaving to go to the NFL. But they got good recruiting classes coming in. I think they'll be fine. I mean, I don't know what college team you like. I don't know what college team you like. I answered that comment there, so or anybody that is listening or watching likes. And if you guys want to know what I think about your team, college, NFL, let me know in the chat. Just be sure to hit the thumbs up button. Also, like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links are in the description. I'll be greatly appreciated to answer those. But I mean, future is bright for Penn State. I mean, hell, Franklin, he could still leave to go to the NFL. There's all these openings in the NFL at the moment, but I highly doubt it. He could, but I highly doubt it. We got Michigan and Ohio State still poised to do great things in the Big Ten, I think. Some other teams to keep an eye out for, in my opinion, teams I'm starting to hop on the bandwagon of in college football overall. I'm liking what Jimbo Fisher's doing down in College Station with Texas A&M. Kyle Whittingham at Utah. Who else? There's some other teams I was thinking of the other day. Maybe if I go back through my bowl predictions, I'll get a clearer look on that. But yeah, A&M is one for sure. So they got some good recruiting classes. Oh, Michigan. I've always been a Michigan guy, liking the Wolverines. Obviously, unless they play Penn State. I'm rooting for Penn State in that. But I don't really know how I feel with Ryan Day taking over at Ohio State. John Clark. Mizzou will be dangerous, maybe. Mike Gundy at Oklahoma State, the team the Missouri Tigers played in the bowl game. Oklahoma State actually won. Losing Drew Lock's going to hurt, obviously, him going to the NFL, but they're bringing in Kelly Bryant. They'll be fine with Barry Odom there going into his 4th year next year, I believe. Let me know if you guys have any questions or comments. Drop those in chat. Just to make sure you guys aren't having any technical difficulties as well. Hit the thumbs up button. Let me know if you are having any problems on your end. If you guys, I just want to make sure you guys can hear me loud and clear. You guys can see me moving around and whatnot watching this game. As the second half will be getting underway here. I'll get to the stats here in a second. I know I was talking all halftime. But the Colts will kick off. The Texans will get the ball. So let's see if they can drive downfield, put some points on the board here before the Colts get the ball back here for the first time in the second half. But then, like I said, I just want to make sure that nothing's wrong on your end. And let me know if there is. So the Colts kick off, touchback. Michigan State 6-6 next year. Well, if they go 6-6 again next year, a lot of people are probably going to start saying Mark D'Antonio is not the right guy for the job. But I mean, everybody goes through their rough patches. So well, thank you for that, there, Jim. No means no, D'Antonio. First and 10, 25-yard line. Fake the give, and Watson's going to keep it himself. Runs up the far sideline, and he's going to get the first down, looks like. Well, probably since the last time he was in, so. I mean, hey, better than nothing, so. I'll leave it at that for what I was saying there just a short time ago. Like I said, if you guys have any other questions or comments, just let me know in chat. I'll get the first half stats here for you guys. As first and 10, 35-yard line, and Watson gets a snap. Texans going left to right, pass out in the flat up top. Lamar Miller, he gets out of bounds. They got to put points on the board here this opening drive. They have to. Okay, I'll go over the stats here next commercial break. From the 42, Watson airing it out. Pass incomplete, intended for DeAndre Hopkins. Third and 3, QT in motion. And Watson pass almost intercepted. And no call there on the defense or a pass interference. Looks like they both slipped. See the replay. Good throw there by Watson. Yeah, Hopkins just fell again. He's just not playing good football today. Like I said, the Texans, they can't get anything going on offense whatsoever, and they can't stop the Colts on defense. Something's got to give. I mean, I thought going into all these games this weekend that they'd all be close. I mean, I'm not surprised it's 21-0 at the moment, but we still got, a lot of football left to be played in this game. What the hell was that? All right, so 13:41 to play in the third quarter. The Colts will get the ball back, up 3 scores, 21-0 at halftime. The halftime stats: Andrew Luck, 16 of 22, 192 yards passing, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Deshaun Watson, 13 of 21, 97 yards and an interception on 4th down. Marlon Mack, 13 carries, 62 yards and a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 carries for 33 yards. Houston does not have a running game whatsoever. You got to be able to run the ball to open up the play-action pass, and you got to play good defense. They can't get anything going on offense. They can't stop them on defense. That's why they're down 21-0 right now. T.Y. Hilton, 4 catches, 65 yards. Dontrell Inman, 3 catches, 49 yards, and a touchdown. Chester Rogers, 3 of 40. Ebron, 3 of 26 and a touchdown. And Pascal and Mack both have 6 yards receiving. QT, 5 catches, 49 yards. DeAndre Hopkins, 3 of 26. And then Lamar Miller, 2 of 11. So really nothing special there for the halftime stats, as we just started the third quarter. Got a commercial break going on at the moment. So those could have waited a little longer there, to be honest with you. But I finally got those in for you guys. Again, guys, chat, questions, or comments, greatly appreciated. Like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. Yeah, Luck, 16 of 22. Yeah, I just read all those. Okay, thank you. Be sure to subscribe. Rookie alert. Rookie alert. Got that right. Just be sure to subscribe, Jim. I'm sure you're subscribed to other channels right here on YouTube that you pay attention to, or, you might not. I don't know. Just hit that subscribe button and share on social media. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Thanks for tuning in. Captain Andrew Luck. Dearest mother, our celebration festivities were mighty but brief. We begin our march to Houston. Thrice battle with Texans. Each unit has a victory over the other. We shall drill among bulls to better understand their tactics. I am equal parts confident and anxious. Andrew. That's hilarious. The fake Twitter account for Andrew Luck. The faux Luck. The Captain Andrew Luck. The faux Pelini one is the best in my opinion. So, from the 12-yard line, it is 1st and 10 for the Indianapolis Colts. Up 21-0 on the Houston Texans. 13:41 to play in the third quarter. Man in motion. Colts going right to left. Luck gets a snap, hands off to Marlon Mack. And he gets out to the 15. Game of about 3. That's funny. Dixieland. Dun, 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 dun. Whatever floats your boat there, big guy. 2nd and 7, 15-yard line. Man in motion once again. That's Pascal, 14. And then Luck hands off to Marlon Mack. He gets stuck to the line of scrimmage. John's just loving this right now. John, the insider of all inside things, J-Dog John Clark, is just loving this. Any more information on professional wrestling there, John? Any breaking news or insider things that some people don't know at the moment? You guys want to talk about AEW? All Elite Wrestling. Luck gets a snap, passes. Well, he's looking to pass. He's going to tuck it and run. Near sideline, he gets out of bounds. First down, Colts. 25-yard line. So good decision from him. Luck standing at the 20-yard line. He gets a snap. Hands off to Marlon Mack. Gets maybe a yard. All right. Broke through the pile there. We've got a couple more. Let's see where they spot this ball. Frank Reich growing his beard out. Looks very, very weird. But, I mean, if you can grow it out, grow it out. 2nd and 7. They gave him 3 on the carry. Frank Reich actually looks like an old Confederate soldier from the Civil War. Romeo Cornell there. Split screen with Frank Reich. He's the defensive coordinator for the Texans. Longtime Patriot assistant with Bill Belichick. That's the connection there with O'Brien and whatnot. Luck looking to throw deep down the middle. Pass incomplete. And that was intended for Pascal, 14. So 3rd and 7 coming up. I mean, no, not really. I mean, even if they do or they start getting tired, Luck can run, you know, so I know you're going up against a good D-line with Watt and Clowney, but this is going to be a big play here for the Texans. 3rd and 7 for the Colts. 10:46 to play, ball at the 32, or the 28-yard line, excuse me. Play clock winding down. Luck gets a snap. Looking. Pass. Incomplete. Hit Chester Rogers right in the hands. So, Indianapolis will punt. I've not said that a whole lot today. Been saying it the other way around for Houston, but maybe it's going to be a tale of two halves. Maybe the Colts, they put up 0 in the second half, and the Texans put up 21 in the second half. And we got a tie ball game, maybe go to overtime. Who the hell knows? You got to let it play out. 10:43, 4th and 7. Indy will punt for the first time this afternoon. And fair catch signal for at the 34, flag on the play. Vin Scully, the ZZ Top dude. ZZ Top dude? Who? Billy Gibbons. Holding on the return. 10-yard penalty. So it's going to be Texan ball. First down, but going to be a 10-yard difference as we see number 10 Hopkins trot on the field. they'll go to commercial. Colts on top 21-0. I mean, you guys can call me whatever the hell you want. I could really care less. I'm just, happy, knock on wood, now that I say this, we're not having any technical difficulties at the moment. So, yeah, like I said there earlier, I just want to make sure you guys can hear me loud and clear. You can see me moving around and whatnot watching this game. Just want to make sure video quality good on your guys' end as well. So hit the thumbs up button if it is. Also subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll be on again later tonight. Seahawks Cowboys from the Big D. And then Chargers Ravens tomorrow. Eagles Bears, as well as the wild card round will officially be over after those 4 games are done and over with. And then we'll know the matchups for the divisional round next week. And then the following Sunday, we'll have the AFC and NFC Championship games already. The Pro Bowl the following Sunday down in Orlando, Florida at Camping World Stadium. And then the Super Bowl the following week. So, going to be a lot of events. I'll be on YouTube here within the next month or so. Also, WWE NXT TakeOver Phoenix and WWE Royal Rumble 2019. What'd I tell you, John? Give it some time. It'll be as good as the other site we were on there for a little while. So, if not better, hopefully better. Knock on wood. So, thank you for tuning in from Pakistan. Thank you. Be sure to share on social media. Links are in the description below. Venom, actually a movie that actually just came out, and have not seen it. So you guys know anything about that with Tom Hardy in it? Don't let me know any spoilers. I actually really want to see that movie. I haven't seen it yet. It actually came out in theaters back in the fall, and it's actually out on DVD already, but haven't got the chance to watch it yet. So incomplete pass there by Deshaun Watson, 1st and 10.
This Tampa 2 defense, and this defense is old. It's antiquated. This defense has 6 Super Bowls on its resume. 4 with the Steelers.
What's up, John? I'm in OSU, so I'm trying to watch these wildcard games before college kicks in. Ohio State, Oklahoma State, Oregon State, OSU, couple different meanings there. I just want to make sure. I mean, obviously, I have respect for other Big Ten schools. I know John doesn't, but, Ohio State, Michigan, Nebraska, Iowa, Wisconsin, mainly the Big Ten schools I can root for. OHIO, okay, at least you can spell Ohio. That's a good sign. Okay, so Ohio State, you go to Ohio State. Good for you. They won the Rose Bowl this past Tuesday over Washington. Urban Meyer, no longer the head coach. Watson looking to throw a dump off. And Lamar Miller gets the catch. Going to be about a yard and a half shy of the first down marker. 4th down. And Ohio State hides domestic abuse. Adam, who do you root for? You root for Michigan State. I know you commented on Michigan State earlier. But no, but yeah, what's up? I'm a Penn State fan. Okay. Texans almost blocked. Texans punt. And ball at the 16-yard line. That's where the Colts will field it. Chester Rogers, number 80. He gets out to the 23-yard line. So you got to get something going here soon. You got to get something going. You root for Florida. Okay. Texans are ass. They're not that bad. They're just not playing good today. Adam and Johnny want you guys to get into a fight about Florida and Michigan. Ohio State hides domestic abuse. Well, a lot of teams, a lot of schools have had a lot of different scandals, if you will. Penn State is one of them, USC, Miami. A lot of big name programs have had their fair share of scandals. So, I mean, you can say whatever the hell you want about whatever school, team, whatever. But, I mean, Michigan, no, we agree. Florida is better. Well, they were better in the game, obviously, because they won. But me being a Big Ten fan in general, both programs going in the right direction now. I mean, I picked Michigan, but both programs going in the right direction. The future is very, very bright for both. So, you think Rick has really done coaching? You think Urban Meyer's really done coaching there, Venom? Or anybody listening, watching? I honestly don't know. But they're both in their mid-50s, so if they do want to get back into coaching, they very well could within the next 5, 8, 10 years. Because it's not like they're 75, 80, 90 years old. When, okay, we'll take a couple years off. In the meantime, we might die, and then we won't have the chance at all to get back into coaching. But, I mean, it's hard to tell, to be honest with you. It really is. I mean, they both retired. I mean, the thing with Urban Meyer that's different with Mark Richt, he's already done this before. He retired, said he had health problems with Florida. Took a year off, went to Ohio State. There's a lot of thought right now with Meyer. He's going to retire, take this year off, be the assistant AD at Ohio State. Brian Kelly will leave Notre Dame, maybe go to the NFL, maybe somewhere else. I really don't think he could leave Notre Dame to go elsewhere in college. If he would make the jump, it would be the NFL. Yeah, like I said there, John, you're just loving this right now. Obviously, we got a battle here between Michigan and Ohio State, too. I don't know if Venom is still listening or watching, but he's an Ohio State fan. But anyways, there's a lot of thought right now that Urban's going to retire, take this year off, and then go to Notre Dame next year. But we'll see. Got a false start there. I believe that's on Quentin Nelson, the rookie out of Notre Dame. So speak of the devil there. He must not. Yeah, he must not. Pass complete. No, incomplete over the middle. Pascal on the... Pascal was the target. Got broke up there on the screen. Or on the slant, excuse me. The big dog, Roman Reigns. Big dog is actually not here at the moment. The true big dog, my dog. Luck's gonna roll out, run on 2nd and 15. Gonna be about 3rd and about 5. Looks like 8:55 to play. The man cave. Where else would I be broadcasting live from? Doing live reactions, play-by-play. Be interesting to see what Frank Reich draws up here on 3rd and 5 for the Colt offense. Yeah, parts unknown. Just obey the rules, guys. Like, follow, and subscribe. Links in the description. 3rd and 5. Luck in shotgun. Texans bringing it. And Luck, he's going to roll out. Clowney, no. Pass incomplete. Indy will punt once again. Fans starting to get more involved. Texans, they got to put points on the board, though, on offense. And they got to get a stop on defense. They want to come back in this game. 8:15 to play in the 3rd. 4th and 5. Indy, 2 straight 3-and-outs. Will punt once again to Houston. But like I said, Houston, they can't get anything going it either. So who the hell knows what's going to happen? As an Andrew Luck fan, you're loving this. Well, there's still a lot of football left to be played. We'll see what happens. Indy gets the punt up and away. And Houston fields it, bobbles it at the 27. And that's where they'll continue to play. Bo Vinatieri, brother of Adam, I assume, is in the military. So shout out to the greatest military in the world, United States military, all 5 branches. Game's over, guaranteed. Well, what game was that the other day that I said was guaranteed to be over with? Oh, the Citrus Bowl. That's right. And then Penn State ended up coming back. They still lost, but they came back. So the Texans could come back, and I talked about it earlier. We've seen larger come from behind wins in the playoffs than 21 points. So anything can happen. That's why they play the game. It's decided on the field, decided on the playing surface, whatever sport you're playing. Decided in between the lines. So 2nd and 7. Foreman, former Texas running back in the ball game now, got the carry there on the last play, gain of 3. So 2nd and 7. Watson and shotgun pass complete to another Texas product from Texas Tech, Kiki QT, and he gets a first down. So glad Georgia lost, but what? Having excuses for them saying didn't want that business is about to pick up. Well, business is booming, as Antonio Brown would say. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff with him going on at the moment. 1st and 10. Whatever's best for business. Pass incomplete on the screen to Foreman. Hit him right in the hands and he dropped it. Come on, you got to catch that. You're so glad Georgia lost, but ESPN, that's what you mean. Okay. Having excuses for them saying didn't want. Shit, now we're at 2 likes. Well, I mean, Georgia, they talk shit on Twitter, but they didn't play good, so they deserve to lose. QT gets the reception once again. Going to be right at the marker. And we'll see if they give him the first down. They do. So Texans driving once again. YouTube, okay. Let's go on. .6:30 and counting to play. Chat, questions, and comments. Really appreciate it, guys. Like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description. .42-yard line. Texans going left to right. And Watson dumps off. Lamar Miller. 37-yard line now. Going to be 2nd and about 5, it looks like. Watson drops back, steps up in the pocket, throws far sideline, overshoots his tight end, Griffin 84, incomplete. 3rd and 5 coming up. He knows he had him. Come on, you got to make that throw. Who knows? This game could be 10 times different than what it is right now because, like I said, the Texans, they can't get anything going on offense, can't stop them on defense. Those 2 shots they took downfield early, both incomplete. Say they would have connected on those and scored on those plays or a couple plays later, we could have ourselves a ball game right now, folks, but we don't. I mean, technically we still do. It's still on, but the Texans, they got to score 3 touchdowns to get back in it. To tie it up, 21-0. Watson steps up. He's going to run it, and he's going to get the first down and a little bit more. Tackled about the 28, 29-yard line. Flag on the play. Bet you any money it's going to come back to holding. Holding on the Texans. Good God. Nick Martin, former Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And, good God. Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call. I was on Jabal Sheard, former Pitt Panther. Anyways, seems like, they get a good play going, or they execute on a big play, or drive downfield, get some momentum going, and then, penalty, stops them. And obviously, they get brought back now and got an injured quarter on the field, so they take a commercial break. Once again, guys, chat, questions, and comments. Greatly appreciate it. I see those coming on through.
Wow, I've never seen you smile before.
Did I do it right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can I see? It's nice.
John says, this is the best day of my life. Well, buddy, you sure as hell haven't had any good days then. Watson is struggling. He is. He hasn't connected a whole lot. He can run it, and he has started to run here more so in the second half than he did in the first, but they got to score. They got to score. They got to take one thing at a time. This drive, play good defense, score on the next drive. You're right back in it, start the fourth quarter. So we'll see what happens.
Everybody all set? Oh, any recommendations? Salmon roll's okay. Just okay. Is it fresh? Sort of. The chef had it this morning. Unfortunately, he went home sick, but he left instructions with Kyle.
This fish is raw.
Do we need a minute?
Yeah. Just okay is not okay, especially when it comes to your network. AT&T is America's.
Thanks for the questions and comments, guys. Keep those coming.
Now with 5G, more for your thing. That's our thing.
King Arthur, Luke Skywalker, Harry Potter. It's always the same. Something amazing happens, and they find out they're descended from powerful magical families. Don't freak out. That's the name.
I can't get my damn drink open. What the hell? It's actually for the best college basketball team of all time, the Duke Blue Devils. So, yeah, to answer your question.
We're gonna have some fun with this. AFC versus NFC matchup Sunday, January 27th, 3 Eastern on ESPN and ABC. Of course, the Skills Showdown Thursday, January 24th. Those are a lot of fun with that Pro Bowl Skills Showdown. I'm curious, do I get a chance to participate in the skill? Look, I would love to see you out.
3rd and 15 from the 47.5. Watson, he's going to get sacked. Good God. You had a first down, got called back to a hold, and then you get sacked. Now you got to punt once again. They can't get anything going whatsoever. This is not the Texan team that everybody saw during their 9-game winning streak when they were 9-3. And then I said there earlier, though, they somewhat struggled in December. They really shouldn't have won the Jet game. They hung on and won that on the road. They've had some close calls, and now it's finally catching up to them. They're down 21-0 to the Colts, and they punt once again, and Indy fields it at the 17-yard line. So Andrew Luck will come back on the field, and the Colts will try to take as much time as they can off this clock and put some more points on the board. Mike Mitchell, injured Colt on the field. He's actually going into the locker room. Former Panther and Steeler. So that sucks to see, but hopefully he's all right. Like I said before, you never want to see somebody, get hurt. Any sport. So hopefully he's all right, and he'll be good to go. Then next week, if the Colts do hang on and win here, they would play at Kansas City either next Saturday or Sunday. 19-yard line, Andrew Luck and shotgun, bubble screen out here near side. Chester Rogers gets out to the 25-yard line. 2nd and 5 coming up for the blue and white of the Indianapolis Colts.
Monday night crew, we'll let them be the judge on how we turn out. I tell you what.
2nd and 4 is where they officially spotted at the 25. Marlon Mack, a couple of juke moves, and Matthew ends up bringing them down past midfield. So a long run there, about 30-yard run by Marlon Mack. Good block there by Quentin Nelson. Good first-round pick by the Colts this past year, drafting him in the first round, I believe. 6th or 7th overall out of Notre Dame. And then they finally get the run game going with Mack here late in the season. And I said last week, and I said in my prediction video for this weekend for the wildcard games, whoever wins this game with all the weapons that both teams have could be very dangerous moving forward. But the Colts obviously playing better today. And if they move on, I think they very well could beat Kansas City next week on the road. The way they played as of late and including today. So, especially with the Chiefs and Andy Reid, when Reid was in Philly as well, choking in the playoffs, the Colts could very well move on and either play whoever wins out of the AFC on the other side, Baltimore, LA, or New England, advance to the AFC title game. And it would be in either New England up in Foxborough, Baltimore at M&T, or out in LA at the StubHub Center, with the Colts being the 6th seed. If they want to go to the Super Bowl, they got to win 3 games on the road. So if they win this one, your first step's complete. And, it's 1 game at a time, playoff time. So, obviously, they got a big lead right now. Just keep running the ball. It's 3rd and 7. Take as much time as you can off this clock and get out of Houston with a win. 2:35 to play in the 3rd. Trips up top. Luck in shotgun. Jordan Wilkins in the ball game to the right of Luck. Play clock at 8 seconds. So at the 43-yard line, Colts going right to left. Luck gets the snap. Drops back. And incomplete. So, unless they want to attempt a very long field goal, longer than the halftime field goal that they did not attempt because Chester Rogers did not get out of bounds. This one would be a little longer than that. I think they'll punt. Be smart to punt. Pin the Texans deep. Make them drive the length of the field. That's what they'll do. 2:20. 4th and 7. And Sanchez is on to punt. Wonder if they'll take a delay of game and back it up 5 yards to give them some more room to punt. No, they snap it. So punts up and away. No block in the back on that. No. Colts are going to down at the 11-yard line. So that's where Sean Watson and company will have it starting their next drive. Once again, guys, chat, questions, and comments greatly appreciated. Colts should punt. They did. They did. That'd be a great game next week between the Colts and Chiefs. You'd have the two quarterbacks with the most touchdown passes this year facing off with Patrick Mahomes and Andrew Luck. Luck has 39 going into this game. Already has 2, right? Yeah, he has 2 touchdowns today. So at 41 now on the season. So Watson keeps it. Gets out of bounds and going to be about second and 6, it looks like. They're just showing the highlights of that Colts-Chiefs game from a couple years ago. Pass near side here out in the flat. Lamar Miller, he gets the first down. 1:40 to play in the 3rd. Texans, the past couple drives here in the second half, they've been able to drive, but then they stall, and then they can't get over the hump. I wouldn't say the Colts defense is really good. They're good, but I wouldn't say they're really good. Like, they're not great, but they're still making some mistakes. Yeah, they have an interception. And almost another there on that play. Pass was intended for DeAndre Hopkins. And Houston, they just can't get anything going. They can't. And that's why they're getting shut out at the moment. Pass was thrown inside, should have been thrown outside. That's on Watson once again. That's why it was almost intercepted. Hit the defender right in the chest and bounced around there for a little bit before hitting the turf, so incomplete. So Houston lucks out on that. Pass incomplete near side here out in the flat on 2nd and 10 and 10 for Lamar Miller. 3rd and 10, they're going to be hearing the boos here if they don't convert on 1st down. This is absolutely ridiculous. I thought the Texans would have had at least, say, 10 points by this point in the ball game. Like I said, all 4 games this weekend, I thought they'd all be close. I mean, we're getting a blowout though right now, 21-0, but we still got about 16 minutes to play. So shotgun on 3rd and 10. Watson gets a snap. Texans going left to right. Pass up top, far side, complete. Jordan Thomas, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds about a couple yards shy of the 1st down. So you're Houston, you got to go for it. There's no doubt about this, no question. You got to go for it. And Hawkins up top, ball at the 33. On 4th and 3, they're over for 2 already today. Wow. Pass complete over the middle to Kiki Cote. And 1st down Texans, that's surprising. He got to score. I know the 3rd quarter is coming to an end here, 20 seconds and counting, but man, you got to score on this drive. There's no way in hell you'll get the ball 4 times in the 4th quarter and score on all 4 drives. Watson pump fakes. He's going to run it. He's going to dive at the 45-yard line. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Score is still 21-0 Indianapolis over Houston. Questions and comments, greatly appreciated. Drop those in chat. Hit the thumbs up button. Also, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. The links are in the description below. Seahawks Cowboys later on. Who you guys picking to win that game? Let me know in the chat. Also, let me know who you have winning tomorrow's games between the Chargers and Ravens and the Eagles and Bears. And then let me know, obviously, projected matchups for next week, all hypothetical speaking. We could have the Colts and Chiefs here for sure if they win this game today. And then the winner of tomorrow's game would play the Patriots. But then in the NFC side, the Saints would play the lowest remaining seed, and then the Rams would play the highest remaining seed. So we could see the Saints play the Eagles next week, or and that'd be another rematch. We could see the Rams play the Bears, and that'd be another rematch just out in LA this time around. So let me know Super Bowl picks. Let me know in the chat. Greatly appreciate it, guys. Just be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Links are in the description below. Stadium blows up, nobody wins. I highly doubt that'll happen. Cowboys, but you want the Seahawks to win because you hate the Cowboys. I said earlier before all you guys tuned in and started watching. Thank you for that, by the way. I picked the Texans in this game, the Seahawks later, as I look at my notes, the Chargers tomorrow and the Bears tomorrow as well. So I would have the Texans, well, it's not looking like that now, but Colts are probably going to play the Chiefs next week. I had the Texans playing the Patriots, and then the Chargers playing the Chiefs, because it would be Houston at 4, or Houston at 3, excuse me, playing New England with the lowest and highest remaining seeds. You guys would know what I'm saying there. And the Chargers would play the Chiefs. So those would be rematches as well. But obviously it looks like the Colts are going to win this, but we still got 15 minutes to play. Texans have the ball. It's 2nd and 5. And Ryan Griffin in motion. Watson in shotgun. And he hands off. That's Lamar Miller. Gets out past midfield. Ball at the 46-yard line. Big Dog joins us. Gonna walk off in between games. What do you mean I'm gonna walk off in between games? Yeah, it'll be 2 different streams. That's for damn sure. That's what I normally do. So Griffin in motion once again. Now, QT in motion. Fake the give to him. Fake the give to Lamar Miller. Watson airing it out. Pass complete to DeAndre Hopkins at the 34-yard line. Another 1st and 10 for the Texans. Should have had QT run the wheel route up the far sideline. It would have had him wide open. 1st and 10. QT. Speak the devil in motion. Comes back around. Fake the pass to him. Then Watson does throw it his way here near sideline. Gets pushed out of bounds. Going to be about 2nd and 7. Houston Texans 1-54 record-wise when trailing by 21 plus points, including the playoffs. They're 1 win. 2013, Gary Kubiak was still the head coach. Week 1 versus the then San Diego Chargers. So 2nd and 3. Trips up top. 27-yard line. Give to Lamar Miller. He gets the 1st down. And going to be tackled about the 22, 23-yard line, depending on the spot. But that's going to be a 1st down for the Texans. So move the chains. Another set of downs coming up for Houston. 13:08 and counting to play. You got to score. You got to score. You can't kick a field goal. You have to score a touchdown. You have to score a touchdown. There's no question about it. They're 1 for 3 so far on 4th. 1 interception, incomplete pass in the end zone. That could have been a touchdown. Should have been a touchdown, but obviously they have no points on the board once again in the playoffs. 1st and 10. Dump-off pass to Lamar Miller from Deshaun Watson. And Miller looks like he gets the 1st down. Now they're going to mark him about a yard shy. By the way, Clemson plays Alabama Monday night, College Football Playoff National Championship game. I'll be live right here on YouTube doing live reactions, play-by-play of that as well. So be sure to tune back in for that, guys. And 2nd and 1. Fake the give. Pass complete. And that should be a 1st down. They're going to move the chains. 12:02 and counting to play. You got to hurry up and score. Good God. Ball at the 12-yard line. Texans going right to left across your television screen. And Watson gets a snap. Pass in the flat here near side. Alfred Blue gets shoved out of bounds. Going to be 2nd and short. They mark it at the 6, 2nd and 4, 11-11 to play. Watson gets the snap. Passes over the middle, incomplete, almost intercepted. Pass was thrown very low once again in the dirt. I know you're trying to, put it where your receiver can only catch it at, but Watson's just been off his game all day long. Actually, the first playoff game for him today as well. Now that I think about it. And his second year out of Clemson, got hurt halfway through the year towards ACL versus the Seahawks last year. And Watson, pass out here in the flat. QT, he dives, reaches. Pylon gets knocked there. That's a touchdown for the Houston Texans. So 21-6. I wonder if they'll go for 2. Bobbled the pass there. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. Yeah, he did fumble it a little bit. He did bobble it, but the ball is loose. But he touches it before he goes out of bounds, and he's in the end zone. That should be a touchdown. They might take a look at this. Yeah, all scoring plays are reviewed. Yeah, they are going to review the previous play on the field, so they might take this off the board, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's going to be close. They got to find undisputable video evidence, though, to overturn it, as it is a touchdown on the field. That's close. What do you guys think about that? You guys watching the game? Let me know in the chat. Is that a touchdown, or is that going to get called back? Touchback? You think that's a touchback? Okay. Well, I'm trying to pay attention to the game. I see the chat coming through, the comments coming through. I'm going through those now. Yeah, Tom is missing out hardcore. Hopefully he tunes in later tonight and watches. Oh, I'm going to do what you said instead of walk off. No. Only you would think about that. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I thought it had read walk off. I was thinking, what the hell you talking about there? But like I said, trying to pay attention to the game, trying to pay attention to chat, guys. Thank you for that. Going through these here once again. So I see that. I see my mistake. I had read there earlier. So I'm sorry about that.
Where are you? It's very loud there. Are you taking a Zumba class?
So somebody thinks it's a touchback. Somebody thinks it's a touchdown. Some people don't really care. So at least you guys answered my question. So thank you for that. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. Commercial break. They're reviewing the previous play on the field as this game comes down to the wire. Obviously, I know the Colts have a 3-touchdown lead, but as the game... okay, rolling on the field does stand. So it's still a touchdown. That's somewhat surprising, but they obviously said it stands. It wasn't confirmed, so they couldn't find anything to overturn it, so they just had to go with the call on the field. So Kyrie Fairbairn's extra point is up and good. 2-score ball game now. 21-7. Crowd starting to get into it once again now. 10:57 to play. Both teams still have all 3 timeouts remaining. Like I said, guys, I try to pay attention to the game more so than the chat here, especially late in the game. But keep those questions and comments coming through. I see those chat questions and comments as they pop on in, so I'll get to those when I can. But obviously, my full attention is on the game. So hopefully you understand. Just be sure to like, follow, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Links are in the description below. Maybe an onside kick. Too early for that. I'd kick it, play defense. especially here in the second half. The Texans have played good defense. The Colts haven't put any points on the board. So here's some Come On Feel the Noise by good old Quiet Riot blaring down in Houston Energy Stadium. And now some Mo Bamba as well. I'm sure John's happy about that. Ball at the 35-yard line. It looks like Houston will kick off. I would kick it. I'd play defense. There's a lot of time left. Anything can happen. So they kick it deep. Indy will take a knee in the end zone for a touchback. So they'll start at the 25-yard line. Andrew Luck, Marlon Mack, Dontrell Inman, Eric Ebron, Naeem Hines, Jordan Wilkins, who really haven't seen a whole lot today, but I think this game, we're in for an interesting finish, to be honest with you. I think Houston might score again, and then it'll come down to like a long third and long, or a late third and long, or a late fourth and long, and then maybe an interception to seal the deal for Indy, or something in that range to finish it off. But we'll see what happens. Ball at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Colts. Luck passes, complete. T.Y. Hilton, or that's Dontrell Inman, excuse me. Where the hell has T.Y. Hilton been all second half? He doesn't have a catch. Obviously, if I'm the Colts, you still win this game here today. What I'm worried about moving forward into the playoffs next week, the division round versus the Chiefs, you get out to a 21-point lead, but then you don't score any points in the second half. You got to be able to seal the deal. Hopefully they can, or maybe they'll put some points on this drive. We're running there by Marlon Mack. Going to be 3rd and about 4. Yeah, Brandon Whedon still is playing. That's hard to believe. Hell, he got drafted out of Oklahoma State when he was, 28 years old? And then he's late 20s. And he's bounced around. He played for the Cowboys, the Browns, now he's with Houston. So Luck on 3rd and 5, passes near sideline here, complete to T.Y. Hilton. They're going to say a catch. Houston's saying no. So there's T.Y. Hilton for you. I was wondering where the hell he went. Right on the money, right in the breadbasket. And left foot down. That's a catch. That's a catch. That's good. That's a good call. That's a good call. T.Y. is right. You'll earn a free subscription to Gridiron Ring right here on YouTube if you guys can let me know where he went to college. Handoff to Marlon Mack. 2-yard gain. Oh my God. T.Y. Hilton arrived for today's game in a clown mask. Good God. Obviously trying to have some fun. 8:45 and counting to play. Colts have the ball. 2nd and 8. Up 2 scores, 21-7 over the Houston Texans. Ball's at the 48-yard line. Well, be sure to hit that subscribe button there, John, if you haven't done so already. Play clock winding down. Luck gets a snap. Deflected. Ball's up in the air. They don't know where it's at. They could have picked that off and ran it in the end zone for a touchdown. Oh, my. 3rd and long for Indy. Zach Cunningham on the deflection. Linebacker out of Vanderbilt. Connection there with Penn State, James Franklin, Bill O'Brien. Actually hit him right in the face mask. See Dick Butkus in attendance. Not really, just a fan wearing a Chicago Bear Dick Butkus jersey. So 3rd and 8 for the Colts. At the 48, they got to get to the 40. Luck gets the snap. Clowney and Watt bringing the blitz. Luck's going to get, they got a flag. Probably going to be coming back to hold anyway. Luck gets a couple yards on the run, gets pushed out of bounds at the 45, but obviously you're Houston. You want to decline this penalty, have it be 4th down, and have Indy punt and get the ball back. Yeah, decline it. Holding on the Indianapolis Colts. Penalties declined. 4th down. It's going to be 4th and 5, and the Colts will punt. Momentum starting to switch. It seems like the Texans will get the ball back down 14. That's not really a hold, but all right. Clock is running. Well, it's stopped now due to the penalty. So 8:15 to play. So it's running now as they blew the whistle. So I'm the Colts. I don't snap it until there's 2 seconds on the play clock. They're going to let it bounce. The Texans are. Colts are going to down it at the 11-yard line, it looks like. So 7:59 to play. The Texans will get the ball. 2 scores. They're down 14, 21-7. So I'll go over stats of this game coming up here at the end of the game. Commercial break. Like I said, guys, like, follow, and subscribe on social media, chat, questions, and comments. Greatly appreciated. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, buddy. Colts are dumb for kicking with 20. Yeah, like I said, I don't know why teams do that. I don't. Like, you should let the clock go down as much as you can to give the other team, whoever the hell you're playing, the least amount of time you could give them to get the ball back and, you know, drive downfield and score. So.
On ESPN, ABC, and the NFL Network. The 9th annual Uncork the Alleghenies, presented by Mercedes-Benz of State College, is coming to the Blair County Convention Center Saturday, March 16th. You can get your tickets by going online to abc23.com or foxatv.com. It's the area's premier wine event, and you'll receive a free Health South Encompass Health wine glass and free Martin's Foods tote bag. The 9th annual Uncork the Alleghenies, presented by Mercedes-Benz of State College, Saturday, March 16th. Go online and order your tickets today.
It's the biggest sale we've ever had, and it's back again. It's cash for junkers. For the month of January, stop into Blaze Alexander Hyundai Mazda and get $3,000 minimum for your trade. Don't have a junker? No problem. We're going to give you $2,000 over Kelly Blue Book Instant Trade Offer for your trade. This is the biggest sale we do. We have over 300 new vehicles in stock, over 150 used vehicles in stock. Rates as low as 0%, only at Blaze Alexander Hyundai Mazda in State College. And remember, tell them Johnny sent you.
Reminder that Sports Center with the incredibly well-prepared and entertaining Zoo and the Henty comes your way at 10 Eastern on ESPN. Everything from this game, plus reaction with Clemson Duke and Mavs Sixers at Sports Center following college basketball on ESPN. Always on the ESPN app.
1st and 10 for the Texans at the 11-yard line. They're down 2 scores, 14 points, 21-7, 7:59 to play. Texans going right to left. Deshaun Watson in shotgun, gets a snap, steps up, almost gets sacked, pump fakes. He's going to run it. He's going to get the 1st down. What a play. Ball at the 23-yard line, 1st and 10. Watson looking near sideline, throws over the middle, complete. Kiki Kyote, and another 1st down. First and 10 from the 37-yard line. Under 7 to play. Watson. Dump off in the flat here near side, incomplete, intended for Lamar Miller. Second and 10, 6:50 to play. Watson gets a snap once again. Pass complete. They're going to say incomplete. They're going to say hit the turf. Pass was intended for 84 Ryan Griffin. See the replay. He was going down. Yeah, that's incomplete. It hit the turf. You see the little pellets from the turf come up as the ball hit. Yeah, that's a good call. Incomplete pass. Good call from the Zebras. So 3rd and 10. And 5 seconds on the play clock. They get it off. Watson drops back, pump fakes, dumps it off to Lamar Miller. And he's going to be about 3-4 yards shy of the first down marker. You got to go for it. You can't punt. You got to go for it. Texans suck. Well, today they have, yeah. 43-yard line. 4th and 4 officially. 6:12 to play. This might be your ball game, folks. Watson. He's going to run. He's going to get the first down and some. Wow. 20-yard run by the former Clemson Tiger. Nice pump fake from him once again. No one open. Good decision there to run it on 4th down. Unlike the other 3 4th downs they had earlier, they threw and went 1 for 3. From the 36, 1st and 10. 5:36 to play. Watson in shotgun trips up top. Texans going right to left. Watson looking near side here. Halfback screen, Lamar Miller. He gets about 12 yards on that catch and run. So another first down for the Texans. The Texans are driving downfield, have momentum, looking to put more points on the board here. And 5:15 to play, 24-yard line. Watson, 235 yards passing, but also has 75 yards rushing. So over 300 total yards this afternoon versus the Colts. Watson, he's going to look to throw, then he's going to run. He's going to end up getting sacked. Loss of 1. How you doing, Greg? Don't mind everybody else in the chat right now. 2nd and 10, Texans have the ball. 24.5-yard line, down 14. 21-7. Watson gets the snap. Watson passes over the middle, incomplete. Good God, 3rd and 10. Might have got away with a hold there on the offensive line as well, so lucky there on that play. 3rd and 10, 4:17 to play, excuse me. Texans going right to left across your television screen. So 24.5-yard line still. Watson. He's looking. Pass almost intercepted. Oh my. I'd kick it. It's 4th and 10. 4:13 to play. I would kick it, get some points, and you got to score 2 touchdowns. There's 4 minutes. You take your chances. I want to go for it on this one. It's 4th and 10. If it was 4th and 5, yeah, I'd go for it, but not 4th and 10. See what the Texans do here, though. They're going to go for it. Very surprising. This might be your ball game again. 4th and 10. Play clock winding down. They get it off. Watson looking to throw. He does. Incomplete. Who the hell are you throwing to? Who the hell were you throwing to? There's no one near where you just ended up throwing it. Another turnover on downs on 4th down for the Houston Texans. There's 4 minutes and 9 seconds to play. 4:09. Shout out to Joe Paterno. And the Colts, who also wear blue and white, are up 2 scores on Bill O'Brien's Houston Texans. O'Brien, former head coach at Penn State, took over for Joe Pa. 21-7, 4:09 to play. This ball game more than likely over. Once again, guys, chat, questions, and comments, greatly appreciated. Drop those in chat. Like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links are in the description below. Still 2-possession game, yeah. I got you in there, yeah. This is bonkers. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for watching. Chat, questions, and comments, greatly appreciated. Doesn't really matter what they are. They come through here on my end. I see them, so like I said there earlier, my full attention, though, is on the event that I am doing live reactions play the playoffs. So once again, guys, thanks for all the questions and comments. John said earlier, best day of his life. Obviously, hasn't had a great day in his, 23, 24 years here on Earth then. But you obviously are, because you're commenting. So you know what the hell's going on. But obviously I ain't going to give in, because I know what the hell you guys want out of this. So once again, guys, oh no, don't be mean. I was joking. I know you were. I know. I know all you guys are joking around. So once again, guys, thanks for all of the likes, super likes. Well, hell, I'm not on Periscope anymore. What the hell am I talking about? Thanks for all the likes. If you guys have hit that thumbs down button, thank you for that as well. Also, questions and comments in chat, greatly appreciated. Just like, follow, and subscribe on social media. That's all I ask. The links are in the description below. Well, obviously, doing something better than you and obviously some other people in here. But like I said, I ain't going to give in on you guys, because I know what you guys want. So, commercial break. Bachelor will be beginning on Monday. But I'll be live right here on YouTube on Monday for the College Football Playoff National Championship game between Alabama and Clemson. Once again, go check out my predictions for that game right here on Gridiron Ring's YouTube channel. The videos are the 2 latest videos right here on the channel, so go check those out. Also, go check out my NFL wildcard round predictions. 4:09 to play. Colts have the ball, 24-yard line. Luck fakes the give. He's going to run it, and he's going to slide about 2 yards shy of the first down marker. It'll be 2nd and 7 officially. I think the Texans are going to start calling their timeouts here now as well. Hear a whistle. Everybody has their own opinions. I mean, everybody has their own opinions. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. It's a free country. Freedom of speech. Totally understand it. Totally get it. But timeout. Houston Texans, 4:01 to play. And the Colts 14-point lead, 21-7. 2nd and 3. Deshaun Watson got a little bit of a cut there, it looks like, on his throwing hand. Really hasn't played that well today up to this point in time anyway. So stat-wise, numbers are good, but just some of the play calls, some of the decisions by Watson just haven't been good. Probably won't affect him, though, when he does come back in, if the Texans do get the ball back, and Luck hands off to Marlon Mack. And if I'm the Colts, that's what I'm doing the rest of this game. I'm running the ball, making the Texans use their timeouts. Going to be 3rd and short here. Texans call another timeout, so they'll have one remaining, 3:55 to play. Down 14. If they get another first down here, the Colts, by running the ball, like I said, that's what I would do. Take as much time as you can off the clock. Wow. Marlon Mack, 103 yards rushing. And the Texans, up to this point during the regular season, did not allow a 100-yard rusher all season long. So like I said, they, all game long, could not get anything going on offense. They could not stop the Colts on defense. And that's why we're at a 21-7 game right now. 3rd and 2, keep running the ball, take more time off the clock if I'm Indy. They run it with Mack, and he is going to get stuffed. Gets about a yard. That's a good spot from the ref coming up from the top. The ref coming up from the near side here marks it about a half yard shy, maybe by a nose of the football. They might be bringing the chain gang out to measure this. And Houston's going to call their 3rd and final timeout, so it's either going to be 4th and inches or first down here if they measure. 3:47 to play. If it's a first down, this game's over. They'll just keep running the ball and the game will be over. Here's your chain gang. Here's your measurement. And he is going to be... Whew, I can't get any closer. Oh my God. They got to spin the... They're going to give him the first down. This game's over. Colts will run it out. Unless they fumble. I'd run it. You'd be stupid to throw. Texans cannot stop the ball whatsoever anymore. Or stop the clock whatsoever anymore. 3:47 to play. They have no timeouts remaining. So the Texans' season will come to an end after winning the AFC South. The other team out of their division, the Colts, who they're playing right now and got the 1 wild card, will advance. And I've got somewhat of a delay here. Yeah, so the Colts will go to Kansas City next weekend, either Saturday or Sunday. And then the winner of tomorrow's game between the Chargers and Ravens will go to Foxborough to play the Patriots. I bet you any money the Patriots will have a Saturday game, and then the Chiefs will have the Sunday game next week. Getting somewhat chippy there between these two teams because the game is basically over. NFC side, Seahawks play again here coming up later tonight. I'll be back on here in a little bit doing live reactions play-by-play of that, so be sure to tune back in, guys. And then tomorrow, the Eagles will go to Chicago to play the Bears. Winners of that will advance next week to play the Saints and Rams. So 3 of the 4 games this weekend rematches. The one that isn't is the Eagles-Bears game. So, yeah. 3 minutes and change to play. And it's 2nd and 7. We'll see what happens here on this Colts drive. So another handoff here to Marlon Mack. He gets the first down and then some past midfield. This ball game's over. This game's over. That's going to do it for me right here on YouTube. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for all the questions and comments in the chat. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you haven't done so already. Like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links are in the description below. The Colts will end up winning this game, whether it'll be 21-7 or 21-10, 28-7. The Colts are going to win this game. I'll have the recap of this game coming up here very, very shortly. It's about 7:30 here on the East Coast. So I'll be back on YouTube here within the next half hour, 45 minutes for the start of the Seahawks-Cowboy game. So be sure to tune back in. If you guys haven't subscribed already, be sure to subscribe. Links are in the description below. So this is going to do it for me, myself, Cool Hand Luke 96 for this live reaction stream of the first NFL playoff game this playoff season, 2018-19 NFL season. The Colts will end up winning. 2-minute warning coming up here. I don't know if they'll snap it. Well, they're going to have to. Play clock's winding down. Andrew Luck under center. And they're going to run it. Marlon Mack gets the carry once again. Texan defense just so tired. Stiff arm by Mack to Tyrann Mathieu. He gets down to the 20-yard line. I'm marking the 21. That's going to be the 2-minute warning. The Colts, they can take 3 knees here. and end this ball game. They'll end up winning probably by a score of 21-7, like I said, over the Houston Texans. So they'll advance, play the Chiefs. Texans, they're done for now. Their season will be over with the loss. So thanks again, guys, for tuning in and watching. I'll see everybody in about a half hour, 45 minutes for live reactions, play-by-play of one of the two NFC wildcard matchups in the 2019 NFL playoffs between the Seattle Seahawks and Dallas Cowboys. I'll see everybody, like I said, about a half hour, 45 minutes. So hopefully you tune in, hopefully you watch my live reactions, play-by-play of that game, and then tomorrow, Chargers and Ravens and the Eagles and Bears. So I'll see everybody very, very soon. Thanks for watching. I'll see everybody later.